What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Sunday. Welcome to the Get Right. I'm the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devonta.
He is the baddest bitch with hash browns in his mouth. Eric Devonta.
Well, all this fucking food in his
Right.
mouth.
I'm Kelvin Unique.
And I'm Christopher Armani.
I absolutely tried to disguise it. First off, ladies and gentlemen, I was hiding behind a leather chair, chewing on a hash brown because Kelvin is so fucking rude.
I'm not rude.
I am just trying to eat breakfast. This show is 2 hours long, and y'all know if we do not eat breakfast before this show is a struggle to get through.
I don't eat.
None of us
I don't eat
breakfast before
breakfast.
this.
I don't. Well, I know y'all don't because you don't like to get up. I don't know
like
what
to
your
get up.
story is.
I like
I
to
just
get up.
haven't.
Chris
we
doesn't
just
get
don't
up.
eat breakfast in the morning.
I feel like it's so hard for me to get through the day when I don't eat breakfast. At least a Sunday, I be dying. I be like, damn, bitch, you really just malnourishing yourself for fun.
Well,
As soon as I wake up, I'll be tired of shit to come here. So
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what happens when you pick an early Sunday morning for a show. Now,
he doesn't do Sunday mornings.
Who?
Chris doesn't do mornings.
yeah, I hate the morning. Well, 10 a.m. is not. That's not late for me.
and it's not that
Because you go to
early.
work like it's 7, right?
Well, that's when I get up, and I always wake up before my alarm anyway.
So, how is Sunday the struggle?
Yeah, what
Because
makes
I still
Sunday?
be tired. I don't know. I just still be tired.
Just-
I guess.
Just not with it.
Like yesterday, I slept literally the entire fucking day. I think I got up all of 2 times, and I just slept the entire day, and I still woke up sleepy.
That's
I don't know how that happened.
I did that Wednesday. I was off.
That's
Yeah,
the
and I don't
worst
get
shit.
it.
And I just laid there.
That's the worst type of shit. When you sleep all you can and you wake up and you still exhausted.
Yeah.
I haven't cracked the code to sleep, but
You know, I never appreciated naps until 2019.
about 4 or 5 days ago.
Yes. Because I realized naps are so important just to life.
But if you work every day, you can't really nap.
Yeah. And that's
you're-
why I slept
yeah.
all Wednesday. Because I was off and I was like, I'm not going to do nothing.
How's the Go Gods?
Who?
Is it over already?
No, they're still there.
No, I know they're there. Are you
Right?
there?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I was there this week.
Because
So.
I was like, we went up.
Last
in
week I was very nervous.
What were you nervous about?
He was trying to safeguard your job.
Yeah, and I was just. You wasn't nervous? Like it was so many
No.
motherfuckers in there.
I go in there. So
I swear
often.
they kept staring at us. I feel like, or me,
Why?
or whatever.
It was only Mercedes and KJ.
I feel like they kept looking at us.
They already knew who you guys were.
They know who we are, but I just feel like they just look like them niggas probably getting some free jewelry or something.
And
I'm sure they do the same. Do they do the same?
I don't know what they do with their free time. It's not my concern.
Either way,
guess.
you got blessed. Did you get what you needed to get?
Yeah,
Then stop stressing.
I mean, I'm just saying, like I still felt nervous.
I ain't give a hot damn. I was just like, Kelvin, you say you ain't gonna get fired? All right, I'll
Nor
take this.
did Kelvin. Nor did I feel any type
What
of
did?
way
How
about
much
it.
shit did you get?
Well, actually, I wanted to substitute the wing ring that I had and make it gold because it goes with the shirt I'm supposed to be wearing later, but it wasn't in my size.
What are you doing later?
Photo shoot.
Doing nude.
Not at that point in
That's
life
why
yet.
you needed my Stevie hat to cover up your nasties.
The Stevie hat's gonna cover up my whole body.
Yeah, you're nasty.
No.
And you would wear that hat again, would you?
I will have to wash it because I don't want Stevie to be smelling it. Be like, what is this?
And you know his sense of smell is
I
mad
know,
strong.
you know it's mad strong. He ain't got nothing else. That's how he knew she was lovely.
Right. So I also got a chain for the nameplate that I got. By my job is like the jewelry district.
Mhm.
And they gave me a nameplate for like $80 with no fucking chain.
Oh, I need to
Who
go
does
there. I need to get a ring size.
Huh?
I'm saying, who does that?
I don't
Like,
know.
why would somebody just give you the plate?
Why would you give me a name? What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
Looks like a fucking license plate.
Did they say, "Oh, it's no chain in here"?
No, I was just like, where's
no
the
chain
necklace?
included.
What they say?
It's $75 more. And then I was like, Kelvin,
Well, at least it's half the battle. So
half the battle. Yeah. And thank God that Go Gods is a thing.
right,
Because,
a free thing.
right, because I really did not know how I was going to wear that necklace.
Was that a once in a lifetime thing, like for free stuff, or we can always come and get free stuff?
I don't. I
The way it
talk
sounds,
to the people there. I don't know.
the way it sounds, Kelvin is on his way out.
I'm talking
So,
about like the days you work.
I'm sure, Chris,
Okay, I just wanted to confirm before the next time I
Show
need
up.
something. Yeah,
with a tongue.
like when I need my homecoming pieces and shit like that.
Oh, we probably won't be there by homecoming. That's in October.
So I'll come
That's a
get it
long
before
time
then.
from
Just let me know when you're about to quit, like your last day.
This is it.
You know the crazy thing? There would be times where I would just go see Kelvin at work. I never went in there for free jewelry. I would just go and then he would be like, pick something. and I would just take something. And then the next time I came in there for homecoming, I think I was just in the area looking for clothes, and I was like, oh, homecoming's coming up. He was like, okay. Pulled out 2 things. I think this was the first time I actually went in there. Well, the last time was the time I went in there with the intention of actually just getting something. But Kelvin started that shit.
No.
Because I was like, I don't know. This is jewelry.
I was supposed to give it back, but he never asked for it. So it's just sitting on my dresser.
You don't wear it?
I wore it once. Twice.
Maybe wear it again.
But it's too loose. And then, like, you know them type of, like, bracelets and shit that, like, pull on your hair?
Mm-hmm.
It has too many links in it. So I need the links to be taken out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like
take out the links.
I'm not about to pay for that.
Just go. If you go to Kaspani's Jewelry, which is down the street from us, they do all types of stuff. So yeah,
we'll see.
Some free promo.
Yeah,
can we get these people to pay us?
Kaspani's some old Jewish people. They probably listen to the show and they were like, "Actually, we appreciate you, but it's a no for me, though."
Right. Randy Jackson voice.
Really.
So how was y'all's week?
What did I do this week? I went to Dave & Buster's for the first time.
Are you serious?
For the first time?
Yeah.
In your life?
Yeah.
Or in your adult life?
In my life.
What took you so long?
I mean, like, I never was really like a gamer.
But you never really?
You were never a gamer?
No.
Growing up either?
No.
You give me so many video game vibes.
I don't know why.
You never went to... That's wow.
I don't like video games. I never...
You don't like video games?
No. They're boring.
They're not.
They are so boring.
What games do you be playing?
What game do you play? What game did you used to play?
I like to play like the action, like the adventure action games. So
like
I used to play
Call of Duty?
No, that's stupid.
That's not action. Well, it is action.
Call of Duty is just about killing people. I'm not here for that. I used to play like the 007 and the Tomb Raiders. And like the spy games and all that other stuff. But all the other video games just never really.
I love video games.
I'd rather just be in people's face. Like I didn't like cartoons neither when I was younger. I've just always been weird.
Okay.
I really didn't. I watched them because my brother made us watch. Like when it's his turn to watch TV, but like I always watched like MTV and live action shit.
At fucking 5?
Yeah, like 5 or 6. I used to get in trouble for watching MTV Spring Break.
No, I relate to that one.
I'm so. Ask Tawanda. I used to
5
get
years old. Oh,
at
turn on
5 or 6.
TRL.
Yeah, TRL.
I don't.
No, in real life, Carson Daly is the GOAT. Like that's why I know all these old ass songs and music videos. That's why we in store. I was jamming.
Old.
I was so that fuck you first, and then that's why I was jamming the Lucky in the grocery store.
Not Lucky, Britney Spears.
Yeah,
oh,
Chris didn't know the song.
Of course he did.
I knew the voice. I just didn't know it was her.
Her voice is her voice. But I was the same way. I was like that with 106 and Park, Cedars World, The Basement, Rap
Not
City.
at 5, y'all wasn't.
Yes, I was.
Yes,
I don't believe
I was watching cartoons in addition to music videos,
okay,
but I wasn't
you were watching the cartoons.
I wasn't watching movies. That's where my thing is.
Yeah.
So it's like
Speaking
cartoons,
of-
music, no movies.
Oh, never mind.
Some kid movies, but other than that, you weren't gonna see me really looking at HBO and shit, or asking to go to the movies because it was just so quiet in there. And what kid wants to be quiet in a fucking movie?
None, unless it was like a really good movie that I still don't like the movies.
I don't either. I
went
don't
to
go.
go see Aquaman. I fell asleep 3 times.
Was
Well,
it
I
because
heard
of the movie
Aquaman
or
was
because
very
of the
boring.
environment?
I heard it was very boring anyway. And that the action
It's not
scenes were
that
dope.
good.
I heard the action scenes were dope, but the movie was trash.
The movie is the graphics were cool because they were underwater the whole time. So like they didn't have bubbles coming out their mouths, but like the hair was like still moving like it was underwater, and their bodies were moving like it was underwater. So it was kind of cool. Like they can breathe underwater like normally without bubbles, but like you forget they're underwater. But then when you look at the hair and stuff, it's like oh shit, they are underwater, which I thought was kind of dope. But other than that, they could have kept that.
Well, they're trying to push everything to see how much money they can make at this point.
Yeah.
Wasn't another Avengers movie coming out though? So they gotta like
Yeah, and I can't
put them
wait.
all out.
Well, that's DC, Aquaman.
Is it someone? The person I went to the movies with tried to explain this to me.
DC versus Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm
Two
so out
totally
of that
different
conversation.
Like Batman, Superman, and them. That's DC.
Okay, so who's Marvel? Black
Like
Panther?
Spider-Man, Black Panther, Hulk, Iron Man, people like
Weren't
that.
they in movies together?
They're in a video game together.
Wasn't there a Justice League versus? I don't remember.
I know Injustice is a video game, and they're both in it.
Yeah,
But that's all I know.
And
I don't know if there's a movie.
Stan Lee does Marvel, right?
Yeah, I don't know who the hell does DC, but
Keith said Aquamarine, or is it Aquaman?
I guess he meant to put Aquaman, but I'm pretty sure that it was
Because I'm like, Aquamarine, that's a blast from the
they
past.
said Aquaman was good. I fell asleep 3 times, so
They said the fight scenes were dope.
it was cute.
That's all it's getting.
I'm not. If someone
Was this
said
a
let's
first
go
date
see
again?
Aqua, huh?
Was this on a first date?
It
again?
was not a first date. It was a date though.
Why do people date at the movies?
I don't like going on dates on the movie.
That's when you
This
got
was
time,
their
man.
date.
How do you get to know each
This
other
was
like that?
their date. You can't. But now they know don't take me to the movies.
Why? Because you fell
'Cause I fell
asleep.
asleep.
But that's. I feel like movies is only when you have enough time in.
Yeah, because
Like, that's
then it's
not-
like I don't
the
really need
first
to
3
get to know
days.
you.
Yeah, first 3 days that's not movie days.
Well, that was date 4.
Okay, well that's acceptable.
Yeah.
I guess don't
I'm
take
not
me to
gonna
no
ask.
fucking movies. Don't take me to no fucking movies. I don't care if it's day 22. I don't want to go there. I
Or
don't.
month 22.
I don't want to go.
Why did I? Day 22 is a group, right?
Day
Day
26.
26.
And now it's like day 25.
My God.
Low key, it's like February. Because they lost
Why
Brian.
isn't day 26 on this Millennium Tour?
Because they lost Brian.
I don't want to see them without Brian.
I want day 26, not day 20.
I think day 26, B5. Because listen,
B5 is
you
trash.
guys, this isn't the story because
B5 look like
is-
they do
is
crack
any of
one.
this drama in the story that's been going on, like in your bitch, you better read before I start talking about this.
Not
shit.
about the Millennium Tour.
All the drama with Fizz and April and Moniece, and then they not following each other. And then Pleasure P getting locked up, and then Baby
Boog and
Blue.
Spectacular are working out together.
Yeah, at least they gonna make it to tour.
Yeah, I saw that a little bit, courtesy of Kelvin. But like, and that made me feel good. But where's the rest of these groups that are supposed to complete
I'm
this tour?
concerned.
I don't want to hear people covering other people's harmonies.
Now look, I saw a Facebook video that said if your tour isn't the first 3 dates, then the rest of this tour is just not gonna happen.
That's what I feel. I
And
feel
we're
like
not
we're
until
gonna,
April.
We're not until April.
I really feel like we're gonna have to go to Phoenix.
Is that the first 3?
I don't know, but if it's in Minnesota, guess who's there?
Well, the first one is in Philly, I think.
Oh.
Somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Are they sold out?
I don't remember. I told you the tickets was $85.
They sold
Last
out.
time I looked,
$85. How much is a plane ticket to Philly?
more than $85.
More
Because
than
we
$85.
need to see this because this is not happening.
Yeah, I would be like if something happens prior to our show, like I'm gonna be upset. But I don't know.
They're already going to jail.
They be stupid not to carry it out
Already
until
arguing.
California. That's a big
Yeah,
city.
because like half of y'all niggas are from here.
This is gonna be a
Or
money
probably
maker.
all of them niggas besides Chingy and
I'm pretty sure they
Yin
live
Yang.
here now.
Well, them
Except
Yin Yang
for-
and Chingy probably don't.
It's and the what's the Pretty Ricky Boys? They probably live in Florida again.
Oh yeah, right.
They're
They
from
are Florida
Miami.
based.
Dade County, baby.
Well, worst come to worst. Pretty Ricky and B2K fuck it up and fall off. I still get Chingy and Yin Yang twins, and I think
I need the whole tour though.
I want the whole tour. However, for me as an individual, I wouldn't be highly upset. I'd still ask for some of a refund, but I'd still leave with sweat.
Yeah, I would need a free T-shirt if I went just to see Yin Yang Twins and Cheeky.
Yeah,
I'm not going if it's just Yin Yang Twins and Chingy. I'm not going to that.
that's fine.
I just feel like they're the least problematic.
Y'all gonna get hype off of 3 songs and that's it.
I think they're used probably.
Maybe 6.
Excuse me.
6 from who? Chingy's right there.
Yes.
Who else?
Pulling
Holiday
Me
Inn.
Back, Holiday Inn. I'm missing one from him. Holiday Inn, Pulling Me Back, right
With Jason
there.
Weaver.
Huh?
What's the song he got with Jason Weaver?
I don't
Pull
know
him
that.
back.
Is
No,
that
that's
Pull Me Back?
That's Tyrese.
That's Tyrese.
He has a song with Jason
He does
Weaver,
have a song
right?
with Jason Weaver.
Is Baller Baby a thing? Or is that the
Baller
album?
Baby. I don't. Don't nobody know about that.
Am I thinking about thinking
One
about
Call Away is the
Is
song
that the
I'm
song I'm
missing.
thinking about?
Yes,
With Jason Weaver?
probably. I'm not going to sing it, so we'll never know.
So you got 6 from Chingy.
I have
by
4
himself.
from Chingy, and then I have Salt Shaker.
Oh,
I
that
have
damn
Wait.
coughing.
I have Shake, even though that's Pitbull, but I don't need Pitbull because he comes with Neo too. What else do the Yin Yang Twins have? If they do get low and Lil Jon comes out, they don't even need to bring him out, but I'll be all right if they do. So yeah, I'll have a solid like 8-9 songs to get my life off of. I think that's a successful tour. All right, they'll be there on time, unlike Lauryn Hill.
No, I don't know. I think that Pretty Ricky's gonna miss the most dates.
You think? I don't think they can afford to miss these dates.
I don't think none of these niggas can afford to miss any.
I don't think any of them can actually afford to miss a date because rents do.
The IRS is on
But
their ass.
I just don't think that they gonna.
I think the only people who can miss dates are Omarion and Mario.
And
can
Mario,
afford
and
it?
Mario better be
Can-
sick once.
He should never be.
He
In
should
LA,
never-
this nigga should not be sick.
What? I'm just saying for
If they
financial
make
reasons.
it to LA,
That's it. Once. We're pushing
I
for
just,
April.
It's like
We're
20
really
dates. It's
pushing.
like 20 dates before us, and they're adding dates.
All we can do is pray.
You know what? They need a DVD.
They need to relax. That's
Just
what
put
they
this
need to
on
do.
Skype title.
If they can live
No, they
stream
ain't
it,
gonna make a title. Live
if
stream.
they live
Facebook
stream it, I'll be
Live.
fine.
Facebook Live concert.
Not
because
Facebook
the
Live.
first one, because they're not gonna make it to April.
Is it gonna come out HD?
No, child. This is on a Nokia 5.
Oh, I can't watch this. It better be free as fuck. It better
all
be
we
free.
all we can do is really just hope. That's all we can do.
They gonna record this on a Razor. A Razor flip.
Fucking my vision.
That's all we can do is just hope that they make it to LA. And
Is
I
there,
already bought my outfit.
You
Did
bought
you
your
really?
outfit? Yeah.
Is it Sean John?
It's Rockwear.
Mine's,
Oh, okay.
I'm really looking either for a Sean John or a Nietzsche.
A
And I-
velour sweatsuit?
Yeah, or if I can find me some
It's
Echo.
not a Nietzsche.
No, it's a Nietzsche.
I never knew how to say
That was
it.
a Nietzsche.
I thought it was
If
a
I
niece.
definitely can find some Echo, I'm definitely here for the Echo.
With the rhino on it?
Yeah. Well, that's Echo Red.
Is it really?
hmm
I thought Echo was just Echo.
Echo Red got the rhino on it, but the regular Echo,
So what's Echo Unlimited?
that's like
Yeah, what is all that shit?
that was the more higher price. You know how like Ralph Lauren got different levels of Ralph Lauren?
Uspa?
Yeah.
I just know Ralph Lauren.
No, Ralph
and
Lauren had like
Polo.
All American, then they had like Polo, then they had like U.S. Assassin.
That ain't really the Ralph Lauren.
It is.
It is.
Is
It's
it?
just
It's
cheap
under their
ass
whole
Ralph
brand.
Lauren.
It's just cheap ass. And if
It's
you
I
wear
thought
cheap
it,
ass
it's
Ralph
USPA
Lauren.
was something totally different. From
I
Ralph
call it
Lauren.
Uspa. It's just more
Yeah, it's like
disrespectful
cheap
to the
ass
name.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah, it's value. Let me
Because we used to roast
for
niggas
those
who wore
that wear
in high school.
USPA.
Uspa.
USPA, it is Ralph.
That
But
is not Polo.
it's not Polo.
It's not
Exactly.
Ralph, is what I'm saying.
It's not Ralph. It ain't Ralph though.
We be breaking
That
each other
needs-
the fuck down. We don't know what they
Because
finances
we
look
really
like.
used to roast niggas who wore that.
I
Yeah.
remember. I was a part of a lot of it.
Did you wear that?
No, get the fuck out of
How
here.
many horses was on your shirt, bruh?
No, I only
How
had
many
one polo
horses
shirt.
was on your shirt?
I only bought one polo shirt.
And how many horses was on that shirt?
It's one.
Okay.
And it had
Chris,
the-
how many
you
horses
guys-
was on your
I
shirt?
mean, there are big ponies that I had too.
How many
Wait,
horses
how big
was
was
on
the
your
fucking
shirt?
pony?
The one that's like this big.
Like,
Yeah,
the one that
I
took
had
up
that- I
Chris
had
is
that
the
one.
radio. The one that was half
That
of
took up
your
half
whole
your chest. Yeah, I've
You
had
give it
that.
backyard animal. It's just supposed to be a little ass horse.
But there's more than one Ralph Lauren. You can have a big
You
ass
got
one.
some
You can have a
motherfucking petting
small
zoo
one.
with your shirt.
Or you can have the Polo Club, which had like 3 or 4 horses on them. I had all of
did
those.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
they had like 16 horses on it. He was at the Kentucky Derby over there.
I had the color blocking shirt. It was like an orange polo with a large blue stripe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have,
that-
yeah, I had
I
that
have
too.
on polo right now.
Yeah, that wouldn't get you flamed.
Yeah, because it's actually Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, this is Ralph.
It's so sad the things we shit on each other for. But as a kid, and kids are cruel as
Yeah,
fuck.
we used to roast niggas for that.
Yeah, giddy up with your broke ass horse. It was so. It was so bad back in the day.
I never
Oh,
knew that was
no.
a Ralph. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. They market it under them too. I don't know how it is out here, but in some New York malls, if it hasn't closed down.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of closed down, is True Religion bankrupt?
Niggas still wear that?
I just got a True Religion jacket.
Did you really?
They were giving, well, they weren't giving them away, but they actually were giving away at half price at Rolling Loud, and you got spray painted on the back. So I got mine.
Niggas still wear True Religion?
It was a big thing in the city
No.
back in the day, and it was supposed to be like a sign that you have money, but then I heard that they were filing for bankruptcy, and I'm like, that's because all the hood kids done dropped the
They
value
dropped
of
the value
it.
of, yeah.
They used to
So,
wear those in Rockin' Republic.
Rockin' Republics and Robin jeans.
never seven
and
jeans.
sevens. Yeah, sevens too.
Not
And
in
my high school,
Jabos.
for some
Did I
reason.
wear Jabos?
Nigga, I
Jabot
love
jeans?
Jabos. I used to.
Did you have all
love
the colors?
Jabos. I had black. I had gray. Feel like I had a navy blue, brown. I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are like my school pants. In
That is
high
funny.
school.
I've
What?
never heard of them.
You never heard
Jabot?
Jabot? I think it's
Mm-mm.
really like a Midwest thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, thank you, Keith. Because hey, we forgot. If you are paying attention to the
We
Good
sure
News
did. We
radio
sure
station,
did.
you know that we are doing a giveaway, people. It is giveaway time. Where's the?
Woo! I didn't want to just scream by myself, so I'm glad. Thank you. That was good, Calvin. All right, the
Okay, you're
suspicious
opening
one.
it.
the
All right,
suspicious
guys,
one,
it is
bitch.
time for
Do you remember it?
the secret word. Yes, the secret word that you need to complete the phrase to get this $25 gift card, which I wish I could win, is, drum roll please, nation. The word is nation, N-A-T-I-O-N. That's N-A-T-I-O-N. Listen to the rest of the shows to make sure you complete the sentence. If you were listening Friday night, you probably got the first word. You also need to listen to our show, Chill Will Radio, And I feel like I'm missing one more. Chris, help me out.
I really feel like it's
Is it never not extra?
Right.
No, you need
It's
to listen to
Keith's
Ladies
show.
Night, The Initiative, The Get Right Show, and
and Keith's show, right?
and child, listen to the shows.
Get the words. Get the words.
I think it's Keith's show tomorrow.
Yeah, listen to Listen to Keith's show tomorrow.
because it's after holiday
8:30.
season. Get your $25.
Yeah, get this
ladies and
$25. This is a wonderful gift card.
His show is at 8:30 in the morning.
So that means you need to wake the fuck up.
gentlemen. For real, for real.
Yeah. Eric, how was your week?
And let me tell you how trash we are.
No, because we did.
We had one thing to do today, and that was to tell the word.
We didn't even get. It's been 22 minutes. It's been 22 minutes out of a 2-hour show.
Somebody would have thought about it.
Somebody would have thought about it
Eventually.
eventually. Uniquely speaking,
The word is nation.
the word of the day is
Uniquely speaking, it's brought to you by the word nation.
right.
Chris Tips, let's talk about nation. Number one. All right, now let's talk about nation.
Number one. All right, thank you. I hope you guys got it right. Oh,
Nation.
well, the word is no, but the show that you need to listen to is Keith's show is Monday morning. To complete the phrase, oh child, win this $25 so you can take me to Applebee's.
Why Applebee's?
I ain't had Applebee's in a long time.
Because it's shit.
Applebee's is amazing.
Applebee's is actually
We are really throwing some big words out there.
Applebee's is
I love it.
actually
I've
what
never
got me through
associated
college.
amazing with Applebee's.
Applebee's
I
got me
love
through
Applebee's.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Happy
should get you
hour,
through college.
Boneless wings, fries.
Most times
Yeah.
in college, you're either drunk, depressed,
Mozzarella
hungover.
And then the
No,
mucho.
niggas in Kentucky, like, we would go to Applebee's just because we was hungry.
Applebee's was the spot, especially like on a Friday night.
Any
the,
night.
When the black manager started working there, he used to change the music.
I don't remember him. I remember the guy who used to give us free drinks. What's his name? He's a white guy.
I don't remember him, but let's start with a C. Chad Chase.
Chase might be it.
He was white. He was cocky.
I
He
don't
used to
think
be
he was that
actor.
buff.
He used to be actor.
I didn't know he was an actor.
Well, I used to talk to him. You probably didn't talk to him.
No, I didn't.
Chris
Yeah.
don't
He
talk
just
to
used to
people.
always give us free
He gave
drinks.
free drinks because he loved us. Homecoming, come to Applebee's.
No.
You said you was coming to our
You coming to our homecoming?
Fuck. This, I don't want Applebee's.
Bitch, you
We're
gonna have
gonna go to
you're gonna eat what the
Applebee's.
locals eat, and the locals eating at Applebee's.
And there's a beat up around the corner, but we're going to
But
Applebee's.
we're not gonna go to
Oh,
B-Dubs.
wait. Like Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, we'll never go to
Catch
the
me
B-Dubs.
after y'all tab.
What?
Just come to B-Dubs.
That's where I'm going.
No, don't come to B-Dubs. Come to Applebee's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Applebee's. That's what I meant.
I was right with you on the first one.
That's what I meant. Applebee's.
I have no desire.
We have not gotten to how our weeks are. we are
You got
30
yours.
minutes into the show.
We got into yours.
We
I asked
did.
Eric how his week was.
It's been full of a lot of shit. So I'm almost. It's 1 week away from my birthday. Just about. Actually, my birthday is this week, so I'm hyped as
so what are
fuck.
you doing?
On Tuesday?
Friday.
It's on the 11th.
Why I keep thinking it's the... Oh, that's Rodney's birthday.
Thank you for letting me know.
Because I knew you forgot.
You know I am not good with birthdays.
It's really hard. I forget so many birthdays. That's why when people forget mine, they be, "Oh my god, I'm such a horrible person." I guess I am
My
too.
But
family
you've been
knows.
posting about it, so I don't see how anybody can forget.
Yeah. If
Oh, that's
my friends
why I
forget
know.
they're fraudulent as fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I know that, because the countdown is real.
Thank you. I'm trying
I don't know why I thought it was the 8th.
because I really be wanting to forget them pictures. I be at work like, "Oh shit, I ain't put 5."
I always mix up Chris' birthday. I always think it's the 6th, but it's the 3rd.
Of March.
Yes.
How do you think it's a 6?
I don't know. I just always think 3-6 Mafia.
That's what
But
makes you think of my birthday.
Yeah, but you 3-3.
Do you listen to 3-6 Mafia?
No.
I don't understand.
And
It.
I just he looks.
So I don't even know where I look like who? Which one? Which one?
The one with the arm.
Who?
The one with the arm.
The arm.
The one
What's
with
wrong with his arm?
You ain't never known that
Who
one
you
got the
talking
little
about?
arm.
Oh shit.
Who? Isn't Juicy J in this group?
Juicy J is in this group, and then it's the one with the little arm.
The big guy, right? I think his
Yeah.
name Project Pat.
Yeah, he got
I think.
one. No, he got one.
And
arm.
who's the other nigga?
The arm.
He's just comparing you to that one arm, and you,
You
need
know-
to be
So I
offended
look like the
regardless.
arm is what you're saying.
I guess so.
I look like the arm.
You look like the
Yes.
arm, not him, but the,
the
arm.
fucked up arm.
You look like
That's
the
what
fucked
you're
up arm.
saying. Okay.
Yet
I'm
another.
glad we. I'm glad.
Yet
I'm glad we got
another group we have offended here. I think.
Well, I'm not worried about seeing 3-6 Mafia on no reunion
No
tour,
one's
and if
ever
so, it's
worried-
gonna be
right.
loud as hell, and I'm gonna have a bulletproof vest. Copacetic as fuck. I don't have time for that.
Chris is like the arm. So what are you going to do for your birthday?
I'm still trying to figure it out, but I have.
It's 25.
It is 25. My friend sent me like this long list of brunch spots and hot spots. I'm making it a whole thing.
Is
In
it
LA?
the weekend or is it the Friday?
It's Friday after work because I have to fucking go to work because my job won't hire more people.
That's
Friday.
the brunch.
Mm-mm,
So I say
Saturday.
this
Oh,
is a midnight pancake.
Well, I am down for that. Imagine it was at Norm's.
That's what I'm saying, Norms.
Nigga.
No one would go, and they talk so much shit about me.
I told Eric I was gonna take him to lunch. I know he think we going to Norms.
I
I'll
don't
beat his
think we're going to
ass.
Norm's.
I'll beat his ass. We go to Norms.
I know you won't take me to
We'll
Norm's.
pull up.
But
I'll
I
beat
feel
your
like
ass.
that's where we're going.
Y'all don't even want to go when I asked y'all to go.
We went the first time you requested.
We'll
And
go
that
for
was
you-
the last
We'll
time.
go for your birthday.
Yeah, like if it,
I'm not gonna go.
But nigga, don't have me dress up to go sit at some Norms.
I would not do. What's the demographic for Norm's? Like 85?
85 and
dying?
older.
Yes.
85
I'm not
and
going
dying.
to that.
And I would never go on a Sunday. The after church crowd, no.
Right. That wouldn't make
they don't
any
even
type
take
of sense.
reservations
They don't take reservations.
Norm's isn't.
You should know that.
No.
because you're a regular.
You're a regular.
I
You are
just
regular.
go.
They come in like, oh, Eric, you have the special?
I never have to wait because I'm sitting there by myself at the booth. Why do I need a reservation?
Well, you said
that
the
makes
bar.
it sound so sad. Now you
Why?
say like
I be
that.
getting my life.
You sat at the booth by yourself.
Headphones
Boy.
and pancakes. I'm so happy. It's like Chris and Uber.
Yeah, Chris, I'm talking to Uber.
Don't talk.
Fucking hate talking to Ubers.
That's it. I just want the food.
Don't say shit to me.
Well,
So that's my week. I have a lot of shit for y'all. I can't really say what it is at this moment, but I'm going to let you guys know about the brunch and the escapades.
a lot of shit like for your birthday. Child, let me save a paycheck.
Are the escapades for? Is that something I can attend or no?
I will tell you which one you can and which one you would
Okay.
not want to.
I just wanted to
You
make sure.
put an
Yeah.
asterisk next to the ones that Chris can attend. And at the bottom, these are Chris's events.
Right.
Just
But-
let me know which
Yeah.
are not for
No,
me.
We'll have Chris in West Hollywood and crop top.
Because
no. Just
would
let
you
me
wear a
know.
crop top?
I would never wear a crop top.
I don't understand your issue with crop tops.
Why would I wear a crop top? Like, why would I wear a crop top?
Make a statement.
You know,
No, I'm okay.
2019.
2019.
I'm all right.
All right.
Crop
Totally
top
okay.
season.
I did what I could. So yeah, that's my week. I'm excited about it. Y'all will see it as it unfolds.
Okay.
Good.
Chris, how's your week?
Mine was good. I'll have an interview on Thursday.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, it's a phone interview. It's not the.
An interview is an interview.
So no, hopefully it goes. Because I told myself that's the first goal of 2019. I want a new fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully it happens. It's at Lionsgate.
What?
Hold on, what?
Cut the check. Amen.
Check. All
Right.
right.
Lionsgate.
We'll
Ooh.
see, man. Hopefully,
That's a blessing.
but that was only highlight.
How do you even come across a job like that?
I just searched it.
That's how I guess.
Yeah, I just searched stuff. I literally just put in whatever company. Like I have so many tabs on my computer and just put in whatever company, look through the positions, and I just apply. So
That's dope.
I need to start doing that.
I do too.
I applied to 2 jobs last week.
I applied to at least 10.
10
A day?
week. A week.
I think I really feel like I did like 7 a day last week because my boss wasn't there, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm about to just do whatever." So because when she's not there, I take the most advantage of doing literally nothing. So
As you should.
yeah,
Sounds like me.
Right. It sounds like everyone who's smart at these jobs.
but if she was there, I have an Excel up on my other computer, and then just to make sure, just to make it seem like I'm actually doing some work. But when she walks out, I can just click back up the Excel to act like I'm doing some shit.
I take a lot of bathroom breaks.
I take it. Yeah, mine is like at least 20 minutes.
Oh, it's definitely a Netflix day.
Well, y'all don't ever have customers.
We do have customers. We have customers.
How many customers did we see last Sunday?
Yeah, it was a calm 6.
2. Oh, I was gonna say 2. I remember a woman and a guy.
I came back at a point and then it looked like business picked
we are
up.
popping. We pop. We have our spurts. Like sometimes.
Anytime I come in y'all store,
Well, you come on Mondays and Tuesdays when I'm there, which is normally our slow days.
anytime I come in your store, it's a minimum of 5 people. I'm sorry, a maximum of 5 people.
A maximum of 5 people.
To be honest, I think that's all the capacity that they get take.
yeah.
We used to have parties there.
And I don't know how y'all niggas do that.
Oh, we used to have parties there, and they used to be rocking.
I would be claustrophobic as fuck.
Oh, you.
Nigga, if I was the owner,
We
10
used to
people.
put the couch behind the counter.
What?
Yeah, they used to put the couch behind the counter or in the back.
What were y'all trying to prove?
right.
I don't know. I think they were
The
trying
store
to
is
build a
small
name.
as shit.
As fuck.
This-
It
is the
used to-
store.
It is. Yeah, this is bigger than the store. But yeah.
I mean,
guess.
hey. Whatever
Yeah.
works.
House dream.
Dream is good.
God damn it.
It's good.
I'm so tired of this shit.
Tired of
I
what?
still ain't got no fucking sound effect.
Yeah, we need a sound effect for her.
Y'all supposed to come up with it.
It's just so many options.
I know. What is this?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, that ain't gonna
What?
be it.
What? What was that?
It said love session. I thought it was gonna be something nasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any suggestions as to what sound effect would work for Dream, please right in the
Why
chat.
don't y'all, isn't it like some type of a what's that? What's the instrument called? It's like
A harp?
Yeah.
What the? Right in the chat, what you think would sound great,
Or call in
at 323-900-0478. A fucking harp.
That's the only thing I can think of that sounds like a dreamish.
It's whack,
type of-
Chris. It's fucking whack.
All right.
Trash.
Jesus
can.
I'm gonna let whenever y'all come up with.
You
this
can
sound
even give me a
effect.
song with a harp in it. It just needs to be a
Yeah,
harp.
you can. The Her song.
Oh
Focus.
yeah, Focus. The beginning of Focus.
That's a harp.
Yeah, we can do that.
Fine. That's a
Yeah,
little
so the
sad.
beginning of
but
Focus.
Oh, so-
Focus
so
is
now
not
it's okay.
sad.
It's kind of sad.
Focus gets
No,
me
it's
in
not.
the mood.
It's a beautiful message,
on-
but the song
So
itself
focus
is
is like
not.
motherfucker. Focus on me. Your
I
attention shouldn't be
what
elsewhere.
I understand what she's saying, but we're not gonna act like you hearing it in the club and go up.
You ain't gonna play her in the club.
Hey,
I would.
What song you gonna play of
Are
hers
you
in the club?
hard place is all
Hard
I
Place
want
or
to
As
hear.
I
in a-
Am?
That's it.
What?
Or As I Am.
Hard place in a very
Or
like,
You. Or Changes.
a neo soul type of
Or
club.
we will play
If this was a spoken night type of event, okay.
No.
If this was
No.
like a poetry night,
Most
cool.
of her stuff should be at a poetry night
I
or
will
something like
turn
that.
up to her. That's the pre-party music.
No, it's not.
That's the pregame.
Yeah, by you getting dressed by yourself, you will kill the whole vibe.
Will call me a vibe killer.
I am. Capital V, capital K, bitch. Don't nobody want to hear her when they get ready to go out.
Nobody.
Nobody.
I guess y'all lost.
Anyway,
Sweet girl though. How far are we away from the Grammys?
We
a
we are actually kind of getting kind of close.
we got a month, right?
Yeah,
Oh wow,
we have a month.
it's crunch
Which is
time.
really interesting because Grammy weekend and Oscar weekend are really close to each other.
Aren't they a week apart?
Yeah.
I'm not
Are they
watching.
always a week apart?
No, I feel like the Oscars usually in January, but this time it's like
I feel
February
like the
24th.
I think they're always in like
I think
February.
I feel like everything gets crushed into February. It's Super Bowl, Oscars, Grammys.
The shortest month too.
Yeah.
Putting a lot on February's back.
A lot on February's back. Like every weekend is an award show. This weekend kicks off award season with the Golden Globes today.
I cannot fucking wait.
So who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win like the big ones?
I see either Donald Glover or for TV, it's either gonna be him or I want what is his name? He plays in Barry. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know who Barry is.
It's a show on Showtime. No, it's on HBO.
I can't help you.
Okay, I want Donald to win.
Okay.
Best actress, I want Melissa McCartney to win.
Yeah, I love Melissa.
Best
this.
best movie, I want A Star Is Born or Black Panther. The Black Klansman, I guess that could be third place. And best picture, I want A Star
He
Is
said
Born.
third place like it's a race. Like they go
Like,
first
someone
place
says
I'm
gotta
saying like
acknowledge
it could be
first
third.
place goes to
Like I'm saying, like it could be like the winner. I would want A Star Is Born or Black Panther. Then like Black Klansman could be after that.
Okay.
Who else? I would need to see the nomination list to say all my winners.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go to A Star Is Born, but
Lady Gaga.
Lady
it's either
Gaga
gonna be
will
her
win
or
Best
Melissa
Actress.
McCartney.
She will win Best Actress.
Yeah, and if she wins tonight, she's winning an Oscar.
She's winning an Oscar. She's gonna sweep. She's gonna get the Golden Globe, the SAG, and the
Didn't
Oscar.
she just win some? It was an award show the other day.
What? Maybe it was the SAG.
No, it was the AFIs,
The AFI.
the African Film Institute.
Oh,
I
she
think.
won. She won that.
I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping.
Lady Gaga won it.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping. That wasn't it.
With gentrification, and we just
I had to think about it.
When we
That
just
was
welcome
an award
everybody into our community, Lady Gaga may have won an
we do
NAACP award.
trade whites
That's
for blacks
real.
all the time.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
maybe we sacrifice R. Kelly for Gaga.
You know,
Let's
that's
just cancel.
All right.
that's such a
I
conversation
think
to be
it's
had at a later
time.
time. Oh, I guess the time is now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for bitch. You better read. Amen. Number one. Rappers and athletes are somewhere punching the air because Jeremy Prison Bay Meeks is ordered to pay $1,000 in child support.
Who?
So I'll break it down. 'Cause
Prison Bay.
Do you remember the
Oh,
convicted
the
felon with the
mugshot
nice
nigga.
eyes who came back as a
Yeah,
model,
yeah, yeah. Mhm.
changed his whole life around? So his mugshot went viral and he came back home to modeling gigs and a whole new life. If you guys remember, Jeremy also secured his own bag and future by planting his seed in billionaire heiress Chloe Green. Jeremy and his now ex-wife, Melissa Meeks, who held him down before, after, and during the time he was in jail, have a 9-year-old son together. The two divorced after he was spotted making out with his shmoney bag boo. And Blast reports that after going through a custody child support legal battle, the judge awarded him 30% visitation of his son, while Melissa gets the other 70%. In addition, the judge also ordered him to pay $1,000 a month in child support. He does, however, have to pay lawyer Lisa Secure the Bag Bloom $12,000 in...
What's her name?
Melissa
Bloom.
Melissa Bloom.
What's her nickname?
Lisa Bloom, actually.
Secure the bag.
Because you know how everyone with the Me Too movement had her representing them?
Yeah.
Secure
Oh, this is the
that.
same woman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has to pay her $12,000 in legal fees. And in addition, he reportedly gets to keep his cars, and so does Melissa, who gets to walk away with the home they shared while they were married. Jeremy is now on new daddy duties, and he and Chloe's 8-month-old baby boy's name is Jaden.
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here.
It's a lot of like,
I was trying to figure where I was about to start.
I want to start with number one, low key. Why do we care about Jeremy Meeks?
That number one.
Number
Yeah.
one. Because I understand the whole attractive prison felon. But
Why is this news?
and he really popped back out in the scene and like took the world by storm on some modeling shit.
On some modeling
But why
shit.
is this news?
But I think it's because he found the ultimate come up.
Where,
Like he
where
went
did we
from
get the story from?
he shade room child. But clearly he took the initiative to start his glow up with a new woman. And I think that Melissa, granted, she does. I believe child support should be paid, but I don't. Does he have more than $1,000 to give him?
That's what I'm saying.
like his new bae got money, but I don't mean he got money.
Right. And he may be cutting it close with $1,000 a month. God bless him in October.
And honestly, $1,000 a month is a lot for a child.
And for him.
Yeah, how old is this child?
Like
What is
like
this?
9.
9.
Wait, well, not is that really a lot for a child?
Well, what is the child like? Okay, I don't have children, granted, but I don't know what the expense of a 9-year-old child is. So I would think food, clothes, school activities.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting at.
Because I think a lot of times we think that child support is supposed to support the mama too or the daddy.
Oh, that should
I
happen.
never
And that's
thought
not
that.
how
Yeah,
it's
I
supposed
never
to
thought
work.
that.
This supports your child. You need to get up and get a job yourself.
Right.
So, I don't, a 9-year-old, I don't know. I don't know.
I think 1,000 is feasible
It's
for
fair.
a 9-year-old.
If it's only going to the child.
Yeah, like strictly
Like when
only
they're paying
for-
rent or something.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure when he goes over to see dad and stepmama, they got everything they need. Because stepmama
The
got
Jeremy nigga?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything like what?
Yeah, I feel like we're getting
Well, I feel
real
like-
confident in his abilities.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm not in Jeremy's ability.
Oh.
In
Parenting
his-
Chloe.
ability?
No, at
Like-
Chloe's
Oh, well,
ability.
she is a
Oh,
billionaire.
Because she got money. She
She
has
is a
money.
billionaire. And he has a whole new baby with her, an 8-month-old. So I don't know if she's trying to finance his 9-year-old.
She's not.
If the dick is good, then she is. Because that shit will set you off.
It would change your life.
Right. So I can see her paying for a child that ain't hers.
Well,
I don't know. I really don't know what he learned.
you
in
think
prison.
she fronted $1,000 a month?
Who?
She could.
Chloe
think she-
Green?
you
She's
think-
a billionaire heiress.
You think that's part of his allowance?
It
That's
could
literally
be.
$1 to her.
If that. It's a fucking quarter.
I know what
If
I'm
she
doing
really
now.
wants to keep him around, she'll pay that off in lump sum.
Hey, Eric, after this, I'm not taking you to lunch. We're going to West Hollywood.
What's in West Hollywood?
Sugar daddy, because I need $1,000 a month for the kid I don't want to see.
She could front the whole year with 52,000,
She, like nothing.
That's a lot.
but she could do it.
And then he
No, I'm
wouldn't
saying,
have
but
to hear
that's a
from the
lot
baby.
for like a 9-year-old.
But don't complain for the rest of the year.
Right.
I don't want to hear you. Until
Don't
next
talk
year.
to me until this
It's like
money run
2020.
out.
Like I don't want to hear you until 2020.
Mathematically, yeah, right. No, it shouldn't even be 2020. It's 1,000 a month.
Yeah.
1,000 a
Oh
month.
shit.
There's
I said
12
50.
months.
That's
I'm
only
thinking of every day.
$1,200.
Yeah. I'm
Right. I,
thinking
must
of
say,
$12,000.
I don't want to hear you for the
That's what
next
I
few
meant.
years.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
But
So
then
it's
she goes,
$12,000.
I don't know. Who child the ghetto? Number 2.
Number 2.
So Kevin Hart says he's evaluating hosting the Oscars after Ellen DeGeneres urges him to reconsider hosting the show. So yesterday afternoon, Kevin Hart appeared in an hour-long exclusive interview on Ellen where he talked about the controversy surrounding him stepping down to host the 91st Annual Academy Awards. So during their interview, Ellen DeGeneres told Kevin Hart that she called the Academy to ask the leaders if they would reconsider having him host this year's Oscars. She didn't specifically mention whom she spoke to, but she said that they admitted to possibly mishandling the situation. Ellen said that she was told, "We want him to host. We feel like maybe he misunderstood or it was handled wrong, or maybe we said the wrong thing." She continued to say that she was told, "But we want him to host. Whatever we can do, we want him to host." Earlier in their discussion, Kevin talked about how hosting the Oscars was one of his goals, and it was quickly overshadowed by old tweets he had previously apologized for. Not wanting the controversy behind the tweets to take away from what the show was really about, Kevin decided to just step down. Nonetheless, speaking about the situation with Ellen and Ellen's support, Kevin said he would evaluate everything following their discussion. He said, "Leaving here, I promise you, I'm evaluating this conversation. This is a conversation I needed to have. I'm glad I had it here. I'm glad it's as authentic and real as I could have hoped it would be. Ellen, who previously hosted the Oscars herself, was very adamant about convincing Kevin to take on the hosting role once again and to ignore the trolls. She said, "Whatever is going on the internet, don't pay attention to them. That's a small group of people being very, very loud. We are a huge group of people who love you and want to see you host the Oscars." It's no secret that the Academy has been having a hard time finding a replacement after Kevin stepped down back in December. And I think that's the true ticket here.
They can't find a host because nobody wants to step into the position. They don't pay well.
Really?
You don't get a big check for the hosting the Oscars. You get the exposure.
You get the recognition.
Yeah,
though.
it's the Oscars.
Wait, what's the
it's
check?
like the Super Bowl.
What's the check looking like?
Yeah, how do you know? What's the check?
For the Super Bowl?
No, for the Oscars.
I read.
What is it?
I think it's only like a couple thousand. Let's see.
Under.
I'm sorry.
Give me a price.
Like
Yeah,
under
give me
what
the range.
thousand?
Yeah.
Under like 10?
Let's see.
Under 5? For the Oscars?
Ain't no fucking way.
The fuck?
There's no way. I don't believe that.
I burned that bitch down. You got me on stage wasting my vocals for what?
No, it's for real.
It's the same shit he said.
Late night host Jimmy Kimmel only got $15,000 to host the Oscars last year.
I think it depends on who you are.
You don't get it. You don't get a big check for it.
So every
Kevin
person
already
gets
admittedly
$15,000?
said that you don't get that.
Yeah, due to my position in life currently, I don't think $15,000 is horrible. But
Yeah.
I think it depends on who you are. Chris Rock did not accept $15,000.
I think he did.
No, he didn't.
I think he really did. I honestly
Ellen
think
did not take
it's,
$15,000.
It's just like how the Super Bowl is. Like you do it for the exposure.
Chris Rock, Ellen, they don't need exposure.
Beyonce, Katy Perry.
Do they
Bruno
need exposure?
Mars.
imagine
They
Beyonce
didn't
hosting
need
the
it.
Oscars.
They didn't
Good
need it,
job.
but they did it because it took them to another level. Like if you're
What
a
level
comedian,
did it take Beyonce? She was already at that level.
but it took her to an iconic level. She was
When
already
was this?
iconic,
When-
but
when
now
was-
she's
when-
even
when did she
more
perform?
iconic.
When did she perform?
This was
3 years?
20,
4 years ago?
So
I
hasn't
want to
she?
say 16, right before Beyonce.
It was?
So hasn't she been
Because
dope
I don't
already?
think that. I don't think that.
Wait, who came
Beyonce
after
was
her?
out yet.
Bruno. And then
Katy.
Katy. That was it?
And
And then Justin?
no, Bruno, Katy, Beyonce, Bruno, Coldplay.
Huh? Oh.
This is all in one award show? I mean,
No.
I'm sorry.
No,
one
we're
Super Bowl?
doing
just
no.
I was about to say, I don't remember that.
When was this?
I was about to say,
Superstar
when the
concert?
fuck was this?
Yeah, so no, it's just I think it's the thing. The Oscars are like a big thing for comedians. Like this is what the 75th is 90,000th. I don't know.
I
So
think
it's like a big thing.
It's a 90.
91st,
Yeah.
97th,
91st.
91st. So
Yeah.
this is like big, you know.
Niggas not doing it for recognition though.
They are doing it for recognition.
I would
I'm
surely
sorry,
do
no,
it.
no. I'm sorry. Niggas not doing it for 15.
Yes, they
I'm
are.
not doing that.
Yes, they are. Well, if you
If
want
I'm
the
an
recognition,
Oscar award, let's just say I wasn't Kevin Hart and I was an Oscar award winning actor. I'm seasoned in the game. I have Oscars. I'm not doing this shit for 15,000.
what are you doing it for? Because they're not paying you.
And
I'm gonna need at least no less than 50.
I'm gonna need you at least to sit there and clap because that's all you're gonna be doing.
So okay, hold on. If you are who you are, if in your mind, who you are today, if that was you, you're really gonna accept 15,000.
yes, it's the exposure.
No, you're not.
It's the exposure. You're added to a list of legendary entertainers and legendary hosts that
Kelvin,
have hosted the Oscars.
Kelvin,
this is
let me
this.
ask you a
question.
No,
No,
listen.
let me ask you a question.
Listen.
Let me
No,
ask
no,
you a
no. Let
question.
me finish
Go
my
ahead, go ahead.
statement. Thank you very much. You're added to a list of icons who have hosted the Oscars. The Oscars are the biggest thing in movies. When we think about the Grammys, when we think about the Super Bowl, when we think about all these things that are the top of their tier, the Oscars are everything in movies. So if you're there, the ringleader of this, that's going to be seen by millions, probably billions of people, you're going to take it because the exposure is more than the check. The check is going to be gone already after the end of the year when the tax is taken out. But you hosting the Oscars is going to last and be on
So
your...
hold up, is taxes taking out the check too? So I'm really only getting
Probably.
what, $5,000?
I'm pretty sure they don't just give you a $5,000
So
check
I'm
and
only
like
getting
Merry
$5,000
Christmas.
to host the fucking Oscars.
Probably, Christopher.
Kelvin, if you are literally the next Ryan Seacrest, you already have the exposure.
And Ryan Seacrest hosted Oscars.
How much? And you really think this nigga took
I know he took
15,000?
15,000.
No white.
He may have took less.
No, he didn't. I know he didn't.
I know he did.
No.
honestly, when you put it like that, yeah, it goes down to history that I hosted the Oscars, and that's kind of lit for me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
take it.
you're
The
not.
chances are financially, I'm not strapped. If I'm
Right.
at that point financially, I'm probably
You're not
just
doing it for the
pressed.
check.
But
it's
I'm
just like,
saying you're doing it for like nigga.
That's the
For-
ultimate PR.
Hold on. Okay, but for example, like when Cheryl Underwood hosted our stroll off,
Mm-hmm.
she niggas when we said, "Oh, we can give you," she was, "I'm not doing this shit for $500."
It's the Kentucky State University.
yeah,
That's
asked
not
Cheryl
the point.
Underwood to host for $500.
They did. I'm sorry, they did.
Why
We
not
did.
just spit on
They
her?
did.
Who gonna see this besides 12 niggas in Kentucky?
But that's not the point.
That's why.
I'm
No,
saying
that is the point.
she look.
No,
she-
no. That's the point. You made the point.
No, I didn't make
the point. Is that you're not doing it for the check. You're doing it for the exposure. You're comparing a $500 check at Kentucky State University.
I can't believe y'all
to the
offered
Oscars.
So let's do something different.
And a chicken box.
Okay, so let's do something different.
For Popeye.
Okay, so let's do something different.
With extra biscuit.
So when Drake performed at UK, you think this nigga only took $5,000?
No, I know he didn't.
So I don't get it. Like, what do you mean?
But it's UK. This is not nationally televised. Excuse me, internationally televised. It's University of Kentucky.
You said a bigger platform. That's a bigger stage than Kentucky
It's not
State.
a bigger platform than
I'm saying
global
than K-State.
platform.
Then K-State.
Yes, than Kentucky State, but that's
so
not,
I gave you a bigger platform in comparison.
It's not a global platform, Chris.
UK. How many motherfuckers go to that school? That's like an SC.
That's like
this is
35.
big as
It's like 35,000.
This is big as SC, damn near.
So how did she look at
SC's
y'all when y'all said $500?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there.
She probably hung up the phone.
But they ended up giving her 1,000. So, and she did it for 1,000
In a flight.
and a flight
In a room.
and a room. Yeah.
Okay, well,
So she was accommodated.
accommodations were made. Fair enough.
So, but no, I don't think niggas are not doing this solely for exposure. They're just not.
The Oscars, Chris.
Do you think
compared to
Steve Harvey
University-
is hosting the pageant for fucking exposure?
Well, I
Probably.
mean, he's also fucking up the answer, so
Probably.
he should get a
I
deduction.
honestly
Y'all
don't think that
tripping.
he's
Y'all
going to
tripping.
give a check for it.
Y'all tripping.
How many? But after that fumble with the award show winner, how
He's
many?
still hosting it.
He went on to do it because that was so talked about. Everything is for
But
numbers.
but that wasn't his fault though.
that he fucked up.
Yeah.
Either way, it was caught on camera, and they love that dumb shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault. Like, so they could ask him to keep
But
doing
look,
it.
this is the thing. From that one fumble, he got more jobs after that. Because chances are he wouldn't have got
No, he
jobs.
still had hella jobs. He still
Yes.
got Family Feud, still got Little Big Shots, still
You're
got...
not hearing me. I'm saying in terms of the hosting the award shows and stuff, because that wasn't Steve Harvey consistently. But once he made that fumble, it became him more consistently. So it's just
I don't know why people think it's always a bag behind all these things. There is nothing.
Nigga, it is.
No, it is not.
Okay.
I have seen just like these Love and Hip Hop people, just like these other things.
That's
They
okay.
don't. They
Love
know
and
it's
Hip Hop
the
is
same
different.
thing.
So
it's the
different.
same
That's so
thing.
different.
People get on TV for peons of money because of the exposure.
That's different because nobody knows who the fuck they
But
are
there's
It's
no-
the same thing.
there's definitely no
it's
bag
the
in Love and
same
Hip Hop.
thing.
Yeah,
Unless
it
you're
is
already
It's the
established.
same thing. When you're doing the Oscars, you're doing it for the exposure. People who go from no names to doing things on these reality
No
shows and
Oscar
stuff
host
like
has
that.
been a no-name.
Before
Hosting the Oscars, there were no
Before,
no-names.
no, I'm saying not. Let me.
Go ahead.
This is your UK Kentucky State
Go
University
ahead.
analogy.
Talk. Go ahead.
Thank you. So these people that get on these shows are doing it for the exposure, just like with the Oscars. They're doing it for the exposure. There doesn't have to be a big bag behind it.
for
People
Kevin
live in
Hart, this would
facades.
expand his white fan base. Even
It
though
would.
his,
It would.
So I mean, I guess in a sense, but he's
Kevin Starr's already a multi-millionaire, almost a billionaire,
Almost
Oh, he's
almost a
definitely not
$1
skipping
billion
no
box
meals.
office man. If he hosts the Oscars, his next movie by itself can make like $1 billion internationally.
I mean, it's just the name though. It's like Kevin
It's
Hart
from a
hosted the
different
Oscars.
audience.
Like if you slap that on your resume, iconic as fuck.
It is, yeah.
Iconic.
But niggas
as
not
fuck.
doing it for no bullshit like $5,000 after taxes is taken out.
Kevin Hart is in about 6
This was
movies
Kevin
a year.
Hart's
Yeah.
dream.
He's not worried about it.
I know it is.
It was his
My dream is to do that too one day.
So-
I'm not taking $5,000 to do
So
it.
if this was your dream, you're not going to take $5,000 to host the
After
Oscars.
taxes are taken out,
It's actually
no.
15. We don't have a clear guess that it is.
If it's 15, it depends on what status I'm on.
Wow.
You have to be on a certain level of status to host the Oscars. I feel like you can't be B-list. I've never seen a B-list Oscars.
Well,
host.
I mean, Chris Rock wasn't. I mean, he wasn't. We haven't talked about him since the Oscars had came.
that doesn't erase what he did.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have to see the list of people who hosted before him. But
Whoopi Goldberg, Billy Crystal.
no black people really
Chevy
talking
Chase.
about Billy Crystal like that.
So we just narrowed it down to black people, or we just
No, I'm
doing
just
hosts?
saying. I was just saying. Host in general. That's what I'm asking.
Billy Crystal,
My point still stands is that black people don't. I'm just letting you. I'm just saying. That was just a statement. that I
Chevy
happened to say.
Chase.
I don't know what that is.
Black people love Chevy Chase.
Keith said, "Nah, nigga, gotta get paid." Keith, what is the minimum that you're taking to host the Oscars?
Niggas have to get paid. Exactly.
No, people are not getting paid for these things.
I do agree with the. I think at Oscar level, you
What
are
would you
probably
accept?
fine. I imagine
You're not
if I'm
accepting 5,000.
I would.
I'm sorry, 15. If it's 15 flat, you're not accepting 15.
I would.
if I'm hosting the Oscars, yeah. I imagine at that point I wouldn't care because I would be financially good.
And at this point in my life, I've reached a level that they even extended the invitation. And I know that this is going to put me in front of so many different audiences that I would not.
But
be in front
you're already known before getting hosted
What did
of
he
the
say?
Oscars.
of. He said 10K.
Oh,
Keith said 10K.
He
Ain't
went
no
less
fucking
than what
way.
they offering.
Ain't no way. He said he need a bag, right? 10,000. That's not an Oscar bag. That's not an Oscar bag.
It's a fanny pack.
That's not an Oscar bag.
That's okay. That's okay. I'll take the Oscar fanny pack.
Hey, you know,
The Oscar
That's
clutch.
just me. That's just me.
I'll
It is
take
what
the
it
Oscar
is.
If
clutch.
I ever become Christopher Armani, I'm not doing 15,000.
well,
When?
you also
And
won't,
I
that's
guarantee
your-
you
it'll
also
be
won't be doing
negotiated.
Oscars.
And I guarantee you that price is negotiated. I guarantee it is. It's not no
It's gonna
flat
be
rate
neg-
of 15.
It's gonna be
fucking
negotiated to the next person.
1,000. It's not a flat rate. Of
You ask him for
15,000.
50.
he's gonna pull a Monique and get fucked up.
Right.
No, I'm not.
Hey, my loves.
No, I'm not.
Hey, my loves. This is
I
Christopher
guarantee you we
Armani.
negotiate the price.
When I was asked
guarantee
to
you
host
that.
the Oscars, they offered me $15,000.
And I told them niggas no.
Kevin Hart
Stand
was
with
offered
me and boycott the
$15,000.
fucking right.
Billy Crystal was offered $2,000 in his day. Make this make sense. I have a list. When they brought Kevin Hart, they showed his resume, and I brought my resume, which was the Get Right Radio show. We have all these listeners. Side by side, sweeties, we are the same. Make this make sense. I'm asking you to boycott the 2020 Oscars.
Yep. That would be my
Oscar so broke.
Oscar so broke. That would be my
Hashtag
hashtag.
Oscar so broke.
That would definitely be my hashtag.
Oh, black people.
And I'll bring back Oscar so white.
Oh my God. Well, number 3.
Number 3.
New York City adds gender-neutral option to birth certificates. So, New York City is the latest state to add gender-neutral options to birth certificates. According to USA Today, adults over the age of 18 can now alter their birth certificates to X, so long as they attest via a form that the change is to reflect my true gender identity. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio signed the move into law on Tuesday. So he recently said, to all my trans and non-binary New Yorkers, we see you, hear you, and respect you. Starting in 2019, all New Yorkers will be able to change their gender on their birth certificate to M, F, or X without a doctor's note. Prior to 2014, New York City only allowed people to change their gender on their birth certificates only after gender reassignment surgery. So once you make the transition from male to female or female to male. Following that, a doctor's note was required. According to ABC News, the law doesn't allow parents to select X at birth, but they will have the ability to change the gender marker on the certificate anytime before the child is 18 years old. People over the age of 18 will, of course, have the ability to make the change themselves. Attorney Ethan Rice of Lambda Legal, an LGBT rights group, pointed out that gender-neutral category remains unavailable statewide. Also, a person can choose X on their birth certificate, but not a state driver's license. So, New York now joins California, Oregon, and Washington as states that offer the gender-neutral option on birth certificates, and New Jersey will follow in February. Shout-outs to New York.
Yeah, shout out to New York. I'm all for gender neutrality and like doing whatever you want to do. But also just
You know, okay, so when I was first reading this, I read it from this jaded perspective of, oh my God, everyone is too fucking sensitive. But as I read the story, this one is important because a lot of rights are denied when you identify one way. Oh child, health insurance.
oh, the SARS.
Oh my. At first, I thought
Child, Chris just left y'all.
hacking, and I know y'all heard some of
This
it.
is a ghetto ass show.
He's nasty. Either way, at first I thought it was like
Ooh, child.
the world is too sensitive because there's so much like. Have you seen how a lot of like brands are trying to do the whole gender neutral thing? Like if you go in Target and stuff, you have
Like the
boy
gender neutral
toys, girl
clothing
toys,
and
and
stuff
then you
like
have
that.
gender neutral, and I'm just like, what the fuck is a gender neutral toy? Where the fuck? Wow, y'all are cute for that. Y'all are cute for that.
So
Y'all
for those
cute.
who can't hear, we just bought some mimosas. You know why? Because Eric's turning 25 on Friday.
That was cute. Wait, is Chris really sick?
No, Chris is not sick.
This is so cute.
So yes,
Aw, thank you.
yes. So we got you some cupcakes, and we're gonna pop open this Chris style and get some mimosas.
Right. You really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We had this whole elaborate plan that we are gonna get in an argument.
It was supposed to be a dope ass idea that we were supposed to do, but because we was about to have a whole ass argument,
Were y'all about
Yeah.
what?
and I was gonna quit the show,
He was gonna quit the show.
Whoa.
And yeah.
and then I was gonna go out and then bring all this shit in.
Oh, I must say y'all would have stressed me out. I would have been like, Keith, it's just me now. Can dudes be dropped?
to the 15 to the 10% that we give for hosting the Oscars. Is that what you want to get done to? No, but for the Christian, want to get the door or
Keep it out there.
Oh, okay. But for the topic at hand, I think it's cool that they can choose the ex once they get older. But I think parents should also just leave it open. I think they should allow the parents to do it at birth. Because if we're honestly going to leave it up to the adult 18-year-old, then they should be able to pick their gender then. For me, I think it's more detrimental to them if they have to go 18 years as a man or 18 years as a woman and not feel that way. But then once they get 18, now I can officially change it. I feel like I'd rather them be gender neutral at birth and then, hey, I identify as this once I get older.
I mean, I feel you on that one. That's good. Jackie's in the building. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I like where this is going in the sense that we're becoming a lot more understanding of trans people and non-binary conforming people because their lives are hard as fuck. Like, being a part of the LGBT community, like, you get to see some of the brunt of it, but, like...
And then did you see the video of that dude that was in GameStop?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, being misgender.
And I'm happy you brought that up because what saddened me about the situation is the comments of everybody else. Like...
The worker and everybody.
Yeah, but, like, in the comment sections on Instagram. Even on the Good News station, I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to be that guy. But I think the making fun of the situation, if that's how he chooses to be addressed, you address him that way.
Right.
I don't care if his voice is as deep as mine. I don't care if he does not look like that. But if that's how he chooses to be addressed and he stated that before, then you respect that. Because I'm not going to keep calling you Samuel. Your name is Eric. And you're not going to be like, my name's Eric. Okay, Samuel, what you going to do? Eventually, you're going to retaliate.
Right. The
same with how he identifies. If he identifies as a woman and he's told you multiple times that he identifies as a woman and you don't respect that, now it's time for me to get ugly.
He did this. She did just that.
I do want to see the video prior.
I do want to see that too. But I honestly believe his story. I do believe that. Sure, yeah. I do was like, it's ma'am. Okay, sir. It's ma'am. Okay, sir. And then at this point, now I got to show you, like, you're not going to punk me out.
Because in the video, it looked like the guy was just,
it looked like he already had an attitude for whatever reason.
I thought he was just some nerdy guy that was backing down. I actually thought it was a mistake.
No. You talking about the worker?
I thought the worker.
You thought it was a mistake that he made, and that probably was like the last straw.
And I think that one straw was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because, like I said, trans people deal with this shit. Like, they work every look. Trans people don't receive life the way we see it. So, like, if you see someone walking down the street and they're looking at you, you're seeing, oh, they don't think I'm a real woman. They're noticing broad shoulders, or they're analyzing me. That person is probably just looking, maybe not even looking at you, but just looking in your direction. But they see it as so much more. And for that worker, he may have slipped up and been like, sir, I don't know how the conversation went. Yeah. Straw that broke the camel's back. And now she's irate. I'm not defending. I'm just saying it could be because in the video, it looked like he was backing down, and I don't know if it's because the phone was in front of his face or if because he was genuinely sorry.
Or he was scared.
I would have been scared because sis is scary as fuck.
Who was scared?
The
worker. Sis looked like she would have broke that GameStop down, hit me with a PlayStation, broke my back with a GameCube. Like
Ralph breaks the GameStop. Right. Fuck the internet.
Right. Fuck all that shit.
Ralph breaks the GameStop. It was gonna happen.
So, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, just be a little more sensitive.
And respect people.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, I think I would change my... I identify as a man, but I always say, oh, hey, popping bottles. But when they ask for my pronouns, I say they, theirs.
Do you really?
I really do.
I just say him and he.
They, theirs. Oh. Those are my pronouns I prefer. But I identify as a male, but I just feel like, and make everybody comfortable, just refer to me as they, them and their.
In terms of making myself comfortable... him and he, but I don't know how to. It's structuring the conversation. I will say that it's very hard to do when you do like they. What is it? They them,
theirs.
How do you do it?
But the thing is, I've been doing that for years, and I never really picked up on it. But like in conversation, like I always like when I talk to my mom, I talk to my friends, I'm like, oh yeah, and then they said this, and then they said this, and they're like, who is they? And I'm like, oh, he, she, them. Like it's not. It just improper? Always. It is improper English. Is it? But if I don't,
it's just hard.
These are some strong ass mimosas.
It's just hard.
But
to
if but if I don't understand, if I don't know their gender,
you just leave it up in the open.
What was I trying to put at the internet? The gender pronouns.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't want to offend them, so I just say they, theirs. Yeah. But I don't know.
All right, ready for number 4?
These strong ass mimosas.
These are
yeah.
about to be strong as shit.
I'm kind of sad about this one, and I hope it's wrong, but I really don't know anymore.
Oh
So,
no, because this Chris, pay attention.
number 4.
Number 4.
2 more women come forward to accuse Extra and former 106 & Park host AJ Calloway of sexual assault. So 2 more women joined journalist Syl Lai Abrams in accusing Extra and former 106 & Park host AJ Calloway of sexual assault. Abrams publicly told her Me Too story last June to The Hollywood Reporter, which included several instances in which she accused AJ of assaulting her in her car. Abrams filed a police report and AJ was arrested, though his attorney said he denied the allegations and the case was completely dismissed in November 2007. Following Abrams' account, 2 more women have come forward to the Daily Beast alleging that AJ sexually assaulted them, one of whom reported her claim to the police on December 24th. Both of the women who opened up to Daily Beast chose to remain anonymous, with one of the accusers saying, "I don't want it to affect my future, everything that I've worked for," and AJ is someone that would try and do that. The alleged assault took place after a party at AJ's home. He really was going for my skirt, and I was literally pulling my skirt down because I was not going to allow him to go any further. And he thought it was a game or something because he kept laughing and giggling, and I'm like, no, stop. And the more I said stop, the more he got aggressive. And that's when I started to realize, oh, my God, this is serious. Like, he's really going to try and force himself to have sex with me. It isn't immediately clear where the new investigation into AJ is at. But in regards to Abrams' dismissed case, she told the Daily Beast, "When they say my case was dismissed on a technicality, that is the most vague answer possible. It was dismissed because his lawyer was able to invoke the Sixth Amendment after the assistant district attorney handling my case asked for one too many continuances, and as a result violated his right to fair and speedy trial. So the case was dismissed on a technicality, but I was willing to go to court and we were prepping to go." AJ released a statement denying the allegations made against him. "I was disappointed to read the false allegations about me in The Hollywood Reporter, as I had maintained from the beginning. These allegations are not true, and when I was first notified about these allegations by law enforcement more than a decade ago, I fully cooperated from the beginning and the case was dismissed." He still works at Extra, AJ that is, and beginning this fall, the show will be moved to Fox-owned stations in 5 major markets. So, ladies and gentlemen, AJ Calloway is next up on the Me Too.
It makes me so sad. Like,
Yeah.
all of our childhood heroes.
Especially
Are, like,
AJ.
It's just really like all the, like for real.
Y'all really don't have enough game. Y'all really
It
don't
just
have
be
enough
like,
game.
Damn, seriously.
It's all the misuse of power that's just, like, so... It's sad.
Yeah.
It really hurts my feelings and hurts my heart. Because, you know, I, too, was like, nah, I don't believe none of this shit. Like, when all the first Me Too movement started and, like, starting to get back, I did not believe anything that was going on. But now I'm like, I feel like I've awakened. I'm like, this is really sad. Like, this is
Once it was
honestly...
more and more people, I was like, wow.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Like, I just can't continue. AJ is one of the reasons I went to broadcasting. Like,
Right.
not Ryan. Carson Daly was like the
Bad
shit,
lawyer.
right? But then, like, when we got the black Carson Daly that looks like me, white ass nose and dark skin, what, I can do this?
Right.
So just to see like one of your childhood heroes, it's just like, damn. But it's also, that's not an excuse.
At all.
We're talking about AJ.
Calloway. AJ from 106 & Park. 2 more women have come forward claiming sexual assault. I didn't either until I read this story, and I was like, what?
That small voice in the back is Simone from Never Not Extra.
Yes. Shout out to Simone and Never Not Extra. I would love to hear how Free feels. Because for
Free
years,
probably knew about the shit.
I refuse.
No, actually, I take that back. I don't think that he was just on set not saying shit to Free. If he was saying all this shit to everybody else.
But just looking at I feel like when you grow up with people, you get an idea of who you think they are.
Yeah.
And I think for me, Free would never. Free would
She was
never.
saying
She probably nipped that shit in the butt like, nigga, you
Yeah,
got me
like,
fucked
this ain't
up.
that.
Yeah, you got me
Yeah.
fucked
Like, this
up.
ain't that. Like, early. Like, if he ever told it, I feel like she was like, hey,
Episode
bro,
1.
this ain't that.
Probably that.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
She
But
did
I also
not.
don't know if she honestly knew about these things.
And look at us now. This show been off how many years, and we're sitting here looking
Like,
stupid.
how long ago did this happen? Did
The
this
case?
happen during the 106 Park era, or like
It was
after?
dismissed in 2007.
They
So-
got off, what, early 2000? Like, when did they
November
no.
2007 was when the case was dismissed.
But I think
But when did they
that
stop
they
hosting it?
stopped hosting it like
Oh.
in 2008. Let's see.
Ain't no way.
I think
10 years
so.
ago?
I
Well,
think
11?
so.
Because ain't that when Terrence and Roxy got on?
They weren't last though. Wasn't it Bow Wow and somebody else that ended the show?
Bow
I
Wow
thought
and them.
Terrence and Rocky got on.
AJ.
Simmons?
Was it? It was Angela and Bow Wow that finished it?
I think so.
Oh, they
Who-
left the
who
show
was
in
after-
2005.
Yeah.
Oh,
couldn't have been
so 2
Terrence
years
Stamp.
after is when this case was
So
dismissed.
this was before Extra,
hmm
post 106. So this is when he was like in that gray
Well,
murky
no,
area.
this is it. It's dismissed post 106. We don't know when it started.
No, I'm saying like, so this will be before he got on Extra.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Before he cut the drips.
Right,
Yeah,
but we
before
don't
he
know
cut the
that this could have been happening while he was hosting. I don't. The legal
Yeah.
system is slow as fuck.
It is. It's really sad.
Damn, AJ, and we about to just get a little nastier because number 5 is R. Kelly. So a sex abuse hotline calls, and I found this one interesting. I kind of get it, but at the same time, I still found it interesting. Sex abuse hotline calls see a boost during the Surviving R. Kelly premiere, and Ignition streams and increases. So Lifetime's docuseries Surviving R. Kelly debuted on Thursday night, and while the first installation saw a huge public outcry of anger and disgust, it also prompted some sexual abuse survivors to ask for help. The National Sexual Assault Hotline saw an uptick in calls on Thursday. A RAIN spokesperson told the Daily Beast that the hotline gives survivors access to emotional support, information, and resources on Thursday night. It saw a 27% increase in calls from the previous Thursday. Kelly's streaming numbers have also risen. A representative for Spotify told The Blast that his song Ignition has seen a 16% increase after part 1 of Surviving R. Kelly. It's interesting that the song saw a surge after back in May, because Spotify declared that it was removing R. Kelly's music from the streaming platform's owned and operated playlists, in accordance with the amended policy to stop promoting artists who have been implicated in hateful conduct. However, Spotify then retracted the ban after it was accused of not holding other artists who have been accused of sexual assault to the same standards. Surviving R. Kelly, which runs through Saturday, documents decades of alleged abusive behavior by the singer through dozens of interviews with survivors, siblings, associates, experts, critics, and performers. The first 2 episodes focused on the beginning of Kelly's career and the peak of his megastardom, ending just before the 2002 sex tape that would lead to his trial and acquittal. I watched part 1 of this, and I have to tell you that I am on a 97%
97
of removing his music from my thing.
Oh, I'm
Just
Oh,
because-
nigga, it should be 100 after that.
I
need
am
to-
100%.
Part 1 was all I needed.
I needed to see the whole
I have
thing.
gotten all the way up to part 5. I still have to watch part 6 because
Mhm.
I was late last night. But I am so
Disgusted.
Not only with R. Kelly, but his team.
His team.
and
Yeah.
the people around
And
him.
his fucking brother.
His
That's in
brother.
jail?
His
That nigga
brother.
is
I
disgusting.
think his brother is the reason all this has started. In my hearts of hearts, I think that his brother molested him and his brother. Just because the way that he has carried himself, the way that he dismissed all these things.
And did you hear him when I don't know if this was last night or the other night when he was like he offered his brother like 100,000.
Yeah, and he's like, he should have
took it.
My brother would never accuse me. This is the older brother talking about
No,
the
I
younger
remember.
brother. So R. Kelly said that it was not him in the tape, but it was his younger brother in the tape. Allegedly, according to R. Kelly's older brother, R. Kelly offered the younger brother $100,000 to do a disposition.
And like a
To say
record
like,
track, too.
yeah,
Oh, was it him?
in a record in one song, to say that it was like not him and like that he don't know all this stuff. Nigga, you just said that it was me peeing on a 14-year-old girl, and then you're gonna try to offer me a plea deal, and then get mad when I say no because I'm trying to clear my name because you want Wendy Williams to say it was not me. The fuck? And this is why your older brother's in jail now. His interview's from jail, and we know why.
right where the fuck he should be.
And it's really sad. And I was one of those people who's like, R. Kelly is untouchable. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, what the fuck, blase, blase. Also, when I watched the tape, I probably was the same age as the 14-year-old girl getting peed on, so I didn't really know what exactly was going on.
I didn't even know the tape when I saw the doc. I didn't know the tape was out.
Oh, I seen the tape.
I didn't
My
see
older
that shit.
cousin had the tape,
What?
so I snuck it. It's definitely like on VHS and like DVD. What'd you say, Keith?
It definitely made me want to try peeing on people afterwards, though.
It
Oh,
made
thank
wanna
you,
what?
thank you so much, Keith.
I mean,
Keith wanted to try peeing on somebody.
it's a real fetish, and if you do it with people your age, I don't know harm, no foul. When you do it with people your age,
People enjoy water sports.
What?
it's a fetish thing.
It's called
a
water
fetish
sports.
thing.
Okay.
But do it with people your age that can
Yeah.
consent.
Yeah, and what also makes me really sad about this whole case is the family of the 14-year-old girl.
Everybody.
Which one?
Everybody who was
The
involved.
one in the tape
Oh,
that was adamantly denied it being her. It granted her dad played bass for R. Kelly.
Mhm. He just wanted a check.
He just wanted to check. But at what price is your daughter worth?
Right.
Like,
Your
what are we
whole
willing to sell our
child.
children for? That is so trash.
I could never.
Like, and then for the girl, how do I feel? Like, how do I unpack this? That my family would rather protect a guy than to protect me. Somebody that's not even our kin. And that has seen these things happen. Like, it's not like it was a hearsay. It's not like, oh, such and such kind of said it. There's evidence. On video,
Hardcore evidence. Hella
there were
evidence.
pictures of him and the girls together.
And it was transactions, too.
Yeah. So it just makes me really cringe. And I as much as I love Step in the Name of Love, as much as I love Happy People,
All of it.
as much as I love I Believe I Can Fly, as many memories as these things bring me, I have to remove those from me. It's kind of like with the Bill Cosby thing. I love The Cosby Show. I love A Different World. Baby, want to go to HBCU. The reason I went to HBCU.
Little Bill.
Little Bill. But we cannot let these pieces of pop culture distract us from the monsters behind it. What's interesting is Jerry Lee Lewis, when he was married to his 13-year-old cousin, got so much backlash, and it ended his career. But us in the African-American community, we really don't look at underage dating as a problem. And like even like with the memes on Instagram, I know y'all seen them and on Twitter. Every time I'm like, oh, the girls in high school going with the older guys. It's true. And we used to just dismiss that shit. But that shit is creepy. Even in college. You're a senior preying on these freshman ass girls.
And
that's a little creepy.
I think for me, like, I didn't want to say I was canceling him before watching it because I'm not going to bandwagons. I don't hop. So I was sitting there and I'm just like, I'm going to keep listening to this. And I was trying to push it as long as I could because Backyard Party has really been a thing on my phone.
Backyard Party.
So good. But I was watching it, and I think for me, the first part was the most triggering because I'm a huge Aaliyah fan. So it's just like, that's my girl. And it was like, when you heard it back then, you're like, she's 14. And when I first heard the story, like when Aaliyah was 14, I was 1. So like, but even as I'm 5, I'm like, she's 14. I don't see anything wrong with it. But at this age, when you think about how old he was, how young she was, and knowing what I know now and what they were doing, it's like still wrapping my mind around it. It's just like,
and then putting 2 and 2 together that 12 Play was about her.
and
Like, that's
AJ
like,
nothing but a
what?
number, and I love that song so much, but the message behind it is so wrong. It's so
Like, what?
wrong.
But it also makes me think we were young, but our parents and our older cousins weren't.
Right.
So where was the outcry then? Why was nobody offended? Why was this the norm?
and they said that in the docuseries as
But I
well.
don't
It
think
was
nobody
like,
really knew.
like you knew
like,
that because
we
they were so
knew.
good at keeping it under wraps. When they
Yeah.
did that interview with the Mickey Mouse apparel
Yeah.
on, it was like, how old are you? Aaliyah's like, that's the secret. And then you see them match, but nobody's saying anything. So
And,
it's just,
and in these interviews, Aaliyah didn't look fucking 14.
She
I wouldn't
didn't.
have thought she was 14.
because she looks super low key with her
Yeah.
glasses on, bandana. It's just, I don't know.
What we have to do as a culture is stop being so willing to forgive so early. And I know that what's interesting with us, we will judge and roast people for the smallest, slightest things. But when it comes to these serious accusations, simply because they made us two-step or simply because they made a song that we like to sing, we dismiss it. Which is really weird to me. Like, we were, like, the whole Steve Harvey thing when he messing up the pageant. We wrote that shit for months.
For nothing.
For nothing. Like, oh, we can pull Steve Harvey. But when somebody does something serious, we defend them.
Yeah. We don't prioritize because just as fast as everyone was willing to mute R. Kelly, actually, no. It took forever for everyone to mute R. Kelly, and it's still a thing. Chrisette Michele came off that stage after Trump. I haven't heard from her since, except for talking about depression.
Since.
So it's I don't know if it's gender specific because it's not even a conversation of, oh, it's like OJ where black people were just tired of being done in by the justice system, so we're going to support our black brothers.
And
No,
OJ
because
did
in that same token, and we know OJ did it, got gritty with it and sliced that bitch for filth
Twice.
and took the delivery boy out. No tip, nothing, nada. So for that's one situation. R. Kelly's another situation. We don't hold women down. So it's like, so what side do black people hold up? Like what black side holds more weight?
But how do we value our black women?
Apparently not as much as
We
black
don't.
men. And
We don't.
And Chrisette Michelle's situation was nowhere near as severe as what R. Kelly has been doing for decades. Chrisette Michele sung on stage for maybe 10 minutes.
with a Basquiat skirt and sung a gospel song.
And we won't give her a check for nothing.
But yet R. Kelly is on tape.
Peeing on people.
Not just people. A
Young
14-year-old
kids.
child.
Young kids.
And that's I think that's what's so disheartening. And I hope that it's our generation that starts to wake up and starts to shake these things. Now, honestly, when the Spotify thing spiked, okay, great. I honestly think
we knew that was going to
I think people are honestly
Obviously.
We knew
listening
that.
to the music try to find hidden messages. Because I know I would have turned it on. Like, let me see if this is what he was really talking about. Like, let me see what's going on. But I think you have to give it to his PR team. Because they knew exactly what to do. There's this turmoil going on. They delayed the trial. But you know what R. Kelly's going to do? He's going to keep putting out music that we know we're going to love. We're going to keep feeding it to the masses to try to distract them, make him look like the good guy. So his PR team did an amazing job. So shout out to them, even though y'all some sick fucks.
Sick
y'all
as
did what y'all
fuck.
supposed
His
to do.
tour manager is the most sickest nigga.
Tour manager needs to be locked up.
Yeah.
I was shocked by a lot of these people's confessionals that there were no cuffs put on them immediately.
You know what? I think the
And
check,
everybody knew
the
about
check
it.
has stopped from R.
That's why
Kelly.
they start talking.
And now they're like, you know what? I think it's time to. Or I don't know if the check has stopped or the guilt has set in.
The check.
It's
think
either
the check
one.
stopped?
Yeah, has to be.
Because he has to have residuals. R. Kelly's R. Kelly still.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I can't see money.
Well, R.
just
Kelly's not R.
coming
Kelly
in.
who he used to be. I think it has stopped because no one's listened to Black Panties. Love Letter, no one really listened to Love Letter.
I listened to
I
two
think that
songs.
the last thing that we really paid attention to R. Kelly was the Trap in the Closet series. Only because it was so ridiculous.
Up until 15.
And it was
'cause I
actually
like,
good.
good God.
Yeah, but then once he started getting to chapter 22, 26, was like, okay, thank you, nigga. We get it. You out the closet.
I can't follow this no more.
How many closets you gonna be in? Niggas, you dressed yet? Like, what's going on? So after that, I think that honestly the check stopped and then the guilt set in. Like, damn, we.
But I don't think it got nothing to do with guilt. I feel like the money kept him quiet. As soon as he stopped
Yeah.
paying them, fuck it, we about to start talking now.
Did you see the live video that they put in the beginning? When he was just like, I got these many people hating me, but I got these many people loving me, and it's just like, it's too
from
late.
2008.
Yeah,
that
they
was like
should.
a-
No,
yeah,
it's from
yeah.
2018.
Oh, that said 18?
18.
I thought that shit said 8.
No, he said they should have got me 30 years ago. It's
Yeah.
too late. It's too late. And I'm just
Oh.
like, you don't give a
How
flying.
boastful.
Damn, that was last year? I thought that said 2008.
No.
Lifetime has just boosted their credibility. I will never forgive them for that Aaliyah film. I will never.
No, because this brings light to Aaliyah film. Because in the film they talked about this R. Kelly shit.
Yeah, but that's all they talked about. They ain't have her music. We won't even talk
Well,
about this.
well,
we
hold
won't-
on. Let's also talk about this because I'm not a biggest fan of Aaliyah, but I'm also not a big fan of Aaliyah's family because I feel so bad for Aaliyah that her family, even after her death, have not defended her.
They have.
Well,
They put
say-
out that one
They
statement.
put out that one statement that says she was not seen on the. Were y'all on the bus with them?
They swore that they were, but I
If
don't
this
believe
girl, if this backup singer has all the receipts on everything else, why is this one piece of information a lie?
I think, okay, I'm trying to look at it from this sense. Aaliyah was an artist to us, but that's their child. And that's Diane's child. Her father, Michael, he passed. But that's Diane's child. And
I
it's
get
like,
it.
you lost your daughter at 22. That's young. And a lot of these people today, we don't have access to Aaliyah's music. We don't see a lot of her videos on TV. So it's just like, you don't want your child's reputation when it comes back to life, almost 20 years after her death, to be, she was molested by this nasty 30-year-old man. And da-da-da-da-da. And I feel like for them, it's kind of like, it's still a grieving thing. They lost the child.
I get it.
The brother's still on that wave, but
I get
I
it, but
don't
the
know.
thing is, tell the truth. Defend her by stating her truth. She was a child that was manipulated by a man. Yes, she made more than a woman. Yes, she made more than a million. She got over that. That's part of her story.
which is amazing.
That's part of
now.
her story. That's part of her triumph. She was 15 getting married to a 27-year-old man, and we stepped in and saved that shit. And now look who she became. Instead of denying everything that everybody knows, that's not doing her legacy any good because now it's left to speculation. Just like the little 14-year-old girl. How they in the documentary said they paid Aaliyah $100 to keep her shut.
$100. And I mean, that's probably all it took because mentally she's probably like, this is my friend. I don't want him to get in trouble. Confused and young, but it's still like, I don't want him to get in
And
trouble.
all these non-disclosures. I don't sign non-disclosures
Nigga, everybody signed one too. Like, that was the crazy thing.
because they probably feel like they had to. But I'm not signing no non-disclosure.
That seems like the type of energy he had. Like, you go and sign this shit.
I'm
You
going to walk
outta
away.
here.
And
That's
the
a
thing
red
is, like,
flag. If you got to sign a non-disclosure and go into a situation that makes no sense.
These girls is in love with him now.
I do think so.
Yeah,
I think
At
that
their
I
age,
do think that they were in love with
absolutely.
him. I think they were manipulated.
because all of them admitted like shit. They were young. They was naive, and they was like, "Fuck it, it's R. Kelly."
He's charming.
And we each all come with so much, like, each person comes with so many experiences and traumas and stuff. You don't know whose dad was in their life. You don't know what the home life was like. For this man, this could be stability, love, support.
But a nigga flying, he flew them out.
Before City
How did
Girls
they
He
was
get to
even
flew
the
them
born.
out.
Wait, how did they get to the airport? How did they
The parents probably
like?
This
but
is
my
the
thing.
thing.
Is like,
Go ahead.
but y'all didn't know. Like, half of them girls said they told their parents. I mean, yeah, their parents where they were going to go see R. Kelly. Y'all knew what R. Kelly was on.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still took them to the fucking airport?
What's the price of our black girls?
Right.
Like that?
How much are our black women worth? And that's the thing. Like, I don't have a daughter, but I know that my daughter is not going to fly 100 miles or 50 miles down the road to go see a grown ass man by herself.
No.
No, I don't care if it was motherfucking Clive Davis.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be some type of adult supervision with them. My cousin gonna go. I'ma go.
I'm gonna fucking go.
Somebody's gonna go. Keith, what are you just gonna send Peyton by herself?
Of course not, but I mean, just kind of looking at the story, a lot of the parents didn't know exactly what was happening. Like, I think it's a lot more to it. And a lot of women that were flying out were older. So there were two parts that I'm learning, that there was the underage thing, and then there was just the manipulation of women, period.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the manipulation of women, period, they were grown-ass women, over 18, 20 years old, flying out, meeting them, deciding to stay with them in the house. That's the manipulation part for some of the older women. The younger women, they were kind of going behind their parents' back, and seeing R. Kelly or whatever the case may be. So
Which is
it's strange, though.
I'm always thinking, like, when I was younger, how much did I get away with?
Not enough to do this shit.
Yeah.
Because Tawanda always kind of kept a tab on what the fuck I was doing.
My mom was strict as shit.
Yeah.
So
And my mom knew all my friends. I don't know.
before
It's
I
a
went
lot to
somewhere, my
unpack.
mom had to know their parents and meet them and all that type of shit. All that type of shit.
But it also goes back, everybody's just raised differently.
Yeah.
Can't everybody be lying? Who don't lie?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is for these lesser known girls. All I know is with Aaliyah, her uncle was her manager. I don't know if that was the comfort there, even though to this day
probably
her
was.
uncle has shown to be trash.
Yeah, he held JoJo back.
Poor JoJo. Now she's re-recording shit from her first album, which does not sound as good.
No.
It's okay,
Poor JoJo.
but it doesn't sound as good.
Wait, who's JoJo?
Baby Get Out,
Get out, leave.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah.
Too Little Too Late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blackground Records, never signed.
Never. It's like a cheaper version of Bad Boy.
A special K version.
That's crazy.
But all this to say, I am now Team R. Kelly, and I will not be playing any of his music.
Yeah, sadly.
Eric,
You
this is
have
not
to-
sad.
I know what the fuck I have to do.
You have to.
I know.
The thing is, we have tons of memories to his music, graduations,
So many.
weddings,
My whole childhood
celebrations.
is his music.
Mine's too. But you know what? It does not
There's
make it
so
all
much
right.
It
music.
doesn't make
You
it
know what
so
also
bad.
was my childhood? Sandboxes,
Yeah, that's
jungle gyms. You won't catch my grown ass doing the monkey bars. I have let that stuff go.
But there's so much music that can be replaced with his.
It's not. It's memories associated. Like R. Kelly was
It's
my
the
mom's
memories.
favorite artist. It's Whitney Houston and R. Kelly. So I grew up every Sunday hearing cleaning to R. Kelly or Whitney Houston. It was always R. Kelly. But I Believe I Can Fly, Space Jam. R. Kelly was in my life consistent. And No Father. That nigga could have been my father, but he's too inappropriate. But consistently,
Doing what?
musically,
Musically?
I think musical geniusness, yes.
Yeah.
Lyrically, no.
Vocally? Fuck no.
well, lyrically, yes. I just think his
lyrics are
content,
different.
his content is different because his experience are different. You write from the place that you come from. If Stevie comes from a different place than R. Kelly, you channel your emotions how you can, and they came out amazingly well.
Oh, no.
He wrote for how many artists and produced so many good songs, but
Yeah.
it doesn't excuse the fact that he's a horrible person.
He's a horrible person.
I'm gonna have to clear my iTunes out. I'm
I did.
gonna have to clear it.
I did. I cleared it.
Step in the name of love. That's not going nowhere.
It has to.
You
though.
can replace that with what's Marvin Gaye's
It's
party
not,
song?
It's not the same.
Yes, it is.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I used to go
Got
on
to
the
give it up.
party.
Got to give it
yeah.
up.
Another thing is, Keith,
There's so many two-step
when it
songs.
drops, I think I will start to be like, oh shit! But then it will settle in.
And it's like, oh shit,
They're like, damn.
I can't dance to
Not the
that.
whole song.
Like the first little two-step. He wants more to drink. You have a whole
I
cup.
didn't know it was there. All I saw was the sweet tea.
It was all getting
the
passed
whole
out.
time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Jackie.
superstar.
No, that was off a bit. You better read. I gotta delete this.
This R. Kelly. If you have not watched Survivor R. Kelly, please watch it.
But
And they're
his
long.
wife, though, I'm starting to
Andrea?
not believe her.
I believe her.
I believe her
Because
story.
did you see the video that was posted? The live, yeah, when she was singing. I can't remember. She was singing some song of his.
When?
I'll have to find it on Twitter, but she was singing it as if like
Well, I still believe that his wife is indeed a clout chaser because you aren't that traumatized. Your last name is still Kelly. However,
That too.
That too. But her story is her,
her story is her story, and that's
And
I
I
don't
would
know,
not
like,
take that away from
it's
her.
somebody in the story that I kind of don't believe, and she's one of them.
How was he doing this when they was married? Like how was
That
it
too.
happening?
I don't know.
Like, she was not in the house or what?
But she
they
said that
said-
he shipped her off to
He shipped off to
Florida or some shit.
But also, from the narrative that we've gotten from a lot of these girls, he would lock them in rooms and keep them separated. So they wouldn't even know what was going on in their own home. They were so isolated from everything else that they
Right, but
wouldn't
they
know.
was flying out. So how? So that's where I'm getting confused. Like you isolated, but you able to free will fly wherever you want. They in Beverly Hills and
Yeah.
he in Chicago. Like,
But
how
did
is
he
you know-
fly them with them? Like, or
No,
did
he
he like
wasn't
say
even
this
there.
is like business, so you gotta stay home with the kids? He did have 2 kids that are young.
I'm confused by some of the stories, and I think when I looked at it, I made the conclusion. I said, you know what? I think that R. Kelly definitely was out here with the underage pedophilia,
right,
without a doubt.
without a doubt.
However, I don't believe all of the story from the women. I think it's been some salt on it because a lot of it doesn't connect. It doesn't make sense based on what it's appearing to be like versus what it actually is. There is a sense of when you are involved with sexual activity, you do try to turn the other person to the submissive person. Now that's seen as sexual abuse while they're having sex. Even one of the girls says it was consensual, but then he started getting, sexually aggressive. Oh, you like that? Telling me what I'm like, that's sex. But the way it was written and the way it was told made it seem like it was abuse. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to read between the lines. And of course, it's Lifetime. It's a movie. You got to make it. You got to put the sauce on it. So just trying to read between the lines and see what is authentic and what is
There
salt
are
and pepper.
indeed some parts that don't connect, but I feel like there are enough connecting links to show me
Connect
that
it, right.
I got to cut them
But
out.
we also have to be careful when we talk like that, Keith, because that is part of rape culture, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
I can be consensual and I can want it, but if you start to choke me out and say do this in the middle of the act, then it becomes non-consensual if I don't want it.
Right, that's real.
Well, yeah,
We gotta be careful.
if you say no, but
We've offended 12 people already on this episode, Keith. I'm trying to save your ratings.
look, that's like
We've
by the
already
way,
we've
y'all
already
went
offended
up. I'll talk about that in a
we've
minute.
already offended one-armed people saying that Chris looks like the one arm.
Well, just
We've already
This
offended
nigga said I
them.
look like an arm, like an arm.
The little arm.
An arm.
Just
You remember
apologize.
from, like from Scary Movie?
Yeah,
Like, I look like that, basically. Like that. That's what I took from it. This nigga. That's what I took from it. That I look like a fucking arm, basically.
But it's like if I'm here from the back and I slap a girl's ass, is that now? You know what I'm saying?
If she doesn't like it.
yeah, but it's like
But that's
how do
low
you-
key. That's a.
It's just, that's kind of what I'm getting.
I
you
like
know what
choking,
It's
so.
to some of
Jackie,
You can take this.
Jackie, you like your ass slapped?
Look. When I
Jackie,
talk
do
about-
you like your ass
Look,
slapped?
listen, Linda. I think that was a norm back in the day when growing up. You seen that. You would just see people on the dance floor and come up behind you and start grinding on you. Like it was kind of like a norm for people to see that. Nowadays, it's not. It's like people are like calling you out.
Smacking ass?
Yeah,
I'm
smacking
talking
ass
about
and
during
everything.
sex.
That is a norm, I think.
I was talking about in public, like when
No,
you just
I
walk
like-
in the
nah,
club
he
or
ain't-
something.
I don't know. I'm talking about like during sex, like.
Oh,
just-
in
well,
today's
that's
day, you
different.
shouldn't do
Yes,
that. In
that's
today's day,
different.
you
Oh,
you
so you
probably
shouldn't do
shouldn't.
what?
So you
Just
like
be
your
walking
ass
up to people
slapped.
slapping.
You, that's definitely, and it was inappropriate in the 50s, the 60s, 70s, and now. But Charlie asks, is it possible to separate the music from the musician?
No, fuck no.
This was my argument,
No.
and I don't want this to drag too long because there's still a show after this.
No, it's not. We have cupcakes and cookies and mimosas. We are lit.
Champagne.
It's a really good. And this was my thought process. One, this isn't even the same equivalent of an example, but Azalea Banks is super, super problematic and horrible. Da, 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 da. Great music though. for me. I enjoy it thoroughly, and I feel like the industry itself is so dark.
But she's
and
not a pedophile.
She's not a. That's why I said they're not equivalent. But I was just trying to like set it off with something comparable, rather than just OJ.
Compare Michael Jackson. He's innocent. He's innocent.
I was completely able to separate Michael Jackson's music from all that is. But this is the thing: the industry itself has a lot of money in it, and there's a lot of dark shit that goes on in there. And there are a lot of artists that are not exposed. So it's kind of just like, is everyone getting this energy? Because if that's the case, are we getting rid of music he's produced? Are we getting rid of your favorite songs that he's written for your favorite artists? Like,
I'm getting rid of the shit that comes from him.
If it's going to be black and white, do it black and white and don't have little spots of gray. That's my one argument. So for me, I was able to just be like, R. Kelly's a horrible person who makes great music. His talent is his talent. His personality is his personality.
Because if that's the case, we can't go to the Millennium Tour then.
As much as I love Michael Jackson, the more I think about
my nigga's innocent. I know you know that.
I don't know.
We do know the nigga is innocent.
R. Kelly's also innocent.
He's not innocent though.
Kelly,
did we not see the trial?
R. Kelly was acquitted of all charges.
We don't know that Michael
Jackson has not one charge against him.
He paid them off.
He
had
innocent.
21 counts.
R. Kelly, by the court of law, is innocent.
By the court of law.
And as much as I love Michael Jackson,
I need some more orange juice.
And the more I think about these things, I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it's a strong possibility.
But he did. But he didn't.
I was going to say it's easier to separate, to not separate R. Kelly from his music because the content of his music is sexual shit. So when you go back and listen, even now, like when this stuff started coming to the forefront and like the cult accusations, it was like, how can I listen to this man talking about bumping and grinding with a thought in the back of my mind that he was fucking kids?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
that's who was bumping and grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think, and a good point they made in the documentary was basically talking about like how they would mask it with the outrageous sexual acts. So we just thought this was always fun and games, but in actuality, this was really his real life. This is art imitating life. Mm-hmm. And those cookies probably fire. I hope they're the same cookies from last time.
I think they are.
Them cookies was amazing. My art's about to imitate life. I'm about to be my 600-pound life with these cookies and cupcakes.
Well, ladies and I don't.
R. Kelly, how about this? Come to the show. Ain't nobody else booking you.
No, nigga don't need to be here.
You ain't got nowhere else to go.
Don't bring that nigga here.
Ain't nobody else talking to you.
That nigga canceled altogether. Don't bring him here.
We'll have a
Not
conversation.
to our show.
I would love to have a conversation with R. Kelly.
I
don't need to talk to him.
I wouldn't be able to look at him.
I would be able to look at him.
It'll be an exclusive with the good news.
Yeah, we get all the personalities in here.
All of them.
Just live stream it.
We'll have a whole conversation.
It's just, it's kind of disgusting.
As my brother would say, it'd be a whole Ponderosa.
Come on, Ponderosa.
Right in here.
I don't got shit to say.
I have lots to say. It's just really sad.
What would be one question you asked R. Kelly if he was in here?
What the fuck is wrong?
I don't
with
even
you?
know what I would ask. Like if he literally came to the get right, I don't know what I would ask.
I think I would probably ask him like, do you believe that you are a pedophile?
I would ask him the same question.
That's a really good question. That's a really good
I
question.
would ask every question Torre asked him in that interview. Again.
Like, do you like underage women?
Yep. And don't ask me what the fuck I mean, nigga.
Or do
you hear my
like
question?
Teenage women? Because that's the way it was worded. Do you like?
I'll give him an
women?
age range.
At this point,
I'll give him an age range.
At this point, a lot is underage for R. Kelly, so I don't even think we need to specify what it. Do you like underage women?
No, I would give him an age range.
He's 49.
Yeah,
he's 49. Like, I'm not talking about 22. I'm not talking about 21.
I gotta watch the last episode because part 5 got really interesting with Dominique and having her dressed up like a man.
Didn't get there yet.
Oh.
Who? What part?
I'm sorry.
What part is this?
Yeah, he made one of the girls cut her hair off, and like there's like she would like paint on mustache.
That.
Oh, and then when they rescued her from the hotel, she looked really Amanda Perez.
That's tonight.
Not Amanda
really
Perez.
young.
No,
She looked real young and May,
yeah.
real Jada Pinkett and Set It Off, real Chloe.
That was last night.
Definitely tomboyish. I mean,
Yeah.
the story is that he made her, cut her hair. You know what I mean?
Now,
to
does
look
he?
different.
Does he get any? Last thing from me. Does he get any sympathy from the molestation that he dealt with as a child? Does
No.
that get taken into consideration at all?
2 wrongs don't make it right.
Fuck R. Kelly.
He needs to seek help, though.
He needs to seek help.
He needs to seek help for sure.
Just because this is
Is he
the thing.
molesting though? I mean, I just want to clarify. Is he molesting or is he having underage consensual sex? That is a difference.
I think it's a little bit of underage
Statutory
consensual
rape is different
sex.
from child
Being
molestation.
Yeah.
That's a big. So he is accused of statutory rape. I mean, he's not accused, but statutory rape is on him. Is there. Everything
And I
else,
don't, yeah.
for me, is up for debate or discussion. The only thing that's not up for debate or discussion is the statutory rape. Everything else, for me, is up for debate or discussion as far as them being locked in and all that. Because to me, it's like how he wasn't even there all the time. So how the hell you locked in the room?
The people.
He not here. How all these people around here, if you got all these people working for you, they can't be all down with this shit. Like, I refuse to believe
Everybody
Keith.
spoke up though and said they all knew about it.
Keith,
that. Everybody didn't speak up.
you'll be
I'm
surprised.
saying like half the motherfuckers he had all these employees, he had
You'll be
all
so
these managers,
surprised.
all these niggas knew about it.
My
everybody
little
saying they
bit-
didn't know about it.
My little bit in this industry that I've seen
Mm-hmm.
is fucked up. And you'll be surprised how many people are yes men for people with a check.
Yeah, no,
It is so ridiculous.
But I can see how many people. For instance, like the one chick said that she got stuffed in a car, dropped off in the middle of nowhere, and then he threatened her life, her sister's life, and her family life. Like that's. And then she didn't tell her parents. Like what? Like what? Like how do
People
you?
are afraid.
Nah.
People are
I don't
honestly
know.
afraid.
Nah.
People are afraid. I've been in like situations like that. Like when I was in Kentucky, I was living with someone who was my superior, but wanted more from me. So I felt trapped because that's the only person I knew in Kentucky. I
Okay.
went there for a
feel
job. So when the advances came, I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Because now I have nothing. I left everything I knew at home to come here. So in your mind, you go through this, like, do I leave? Do I quit? Do I go home? What do I do? And I think for these girls, this happened to me when I was like 25. So for them to be 17, 18,
No, definitely.
I can imagine their mind like, what the hell do I do? Even if I go and tell my parents, is anybody going to believe me? Like, what is honestly going to happen? Because they let me go, so that means they entrusted him a little bit in the slightest. So it's just really, I think it's a lot to unpack. And it's really
it is.
sad.
I think that's what it is. It's so much to unpack, and of course, like I said, we're getting it's television at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I also remember that I'm watching television. This is here to entertain, to create emotions around things. That's what it's for. The music, like I was looking at situations, and I was like, this music don't match what she's saying, but they making me feel a certain kind of way based on the music that they're playing in the background. You got to take that into account because it can be the same scene with the different underlying music to make you feel a certain way about the scene that's happening.
Yeah.
That is production. That is movie. You know better than anybody.
Television is emotion.
Exactly. So I felt like that's what was a huge play on what was happening. They would say something that's very like basic. It's like, oh, well, that's not so okay. That don't really sound that crazy. But then they bring the music in and make it sound like, oh, I laid down and he thrust his penis in me, and then the music dropped, boom, and all this shit. Like that's sex. Like you 23. That's sex. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so I try to keep that in mind when I'm watching that shit. It's interesting, man.
It is interesting.
I have some more parts to go. About
Watch the
5.
rest.
What
Watch
was-
the rest.
It was
Binge
one that
watch.
aired last night. The last one was last
I'm
night.
And
watching it
Jackie,
on
don't make
online
me
streaming.
no more mimosas.
Yeah,
I'm down for one more.
Yeah.
I just realized I made everybody a Jackie drink, and I forget
No, I think
not
you-
everybody
no, you
drinks
put
like
the most
Jackie.
in mine.
Can I have
I
another
am
Jackie
over
drink?
here.
Yes, I got you. Give me
I really feel like you
Yes,
put the most in
baby.
mine though.
I am leaning. Is no one else leaning?
Partially, but
No,
I like
I
it.
am. She put the most in mine.
Ooh, Chile.
I'm okay leaning. I have scoliosis. This ain't nothing new.
Child, are we getting to the question of the day?
Let's do it.
Or the topic.
Apparently, you didn't write it. Well, no.
Chris,
it's
are you doing? You want to do Chris topic?
We can wait.
You
We can do
wait?
that next week.
All right, this is the question that Kelvin didn't write.
Right. Apparently not. Exposed.
I just wanted to put that in there because you didn't put anything.
I
in
knew
there.
it was your ass. Why? Because you ain't sent me the doc.
Eric, did you get it?
Yeah.
So
Have cookies and cupcakes, people.
Did you put not writing for uniquely speaking?
Yeah,
Why?
because I want to be petty towards Chris.
what happened? What is it?
It says uniquely speaking, not writing. That's
Oh, is that your uniquely speaking?
Yep.
I guess. Get
So
into
the question of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the question of the day. The question is, if you propose to your significant other and they say no, is the relationship over?
Oh wow. It's just open ended. No, there's no timeline or anything.
I'll definitely say no right now.
I don't think I'll say no.
You know what? I think it depends. If we had a talk about marriage and we're on the same page, and you tell me no, and I think we're ready, I feel like we probably got to break up. Because now I don't know what are we. Now, if we never had this talk and I just came out and just asked you that, then I don't think we should be over. Because like we're not on the same page, clearly.
I don't know. I think for me, if you propose to your significant other and they say no, is the relationship over? Not necessarily, because if I feel like there's still something to work on, but it's just not time, then I'll respect time. But I don't know.
It depends on how the no comes too. Like if it like what you just said, if it's no, we need more time, or I'm not ready. Okay, cool. But if it's just no, then I'm gonna be like, well, shit. Where are we in our relationship?
Yeah, what am I doing wrong?
Like, where are we?
Well, I think there has to be a prior conversation to this.
I'm
not about to just pop the fuck up at the Bastros at Applebee's, because you know that's more my speed. At the Applebee's. At the
fucking Norms.
At Norms with the ring and the hash brown.
Chick-fil-A for me.
That might sell me.
But we had to have a conversation prior to this, or I will have to have some type of feeling or inkling that this may be the next step. But also, I don't know if you said no. I don't think we should break up.
It depends on what the no is, though. Like how the no comes. For me.
Yeah. What if it comes as like shock? Like it's just like no, but not like. Doesn't necessarily mean you ain't shit, nigga. Get the fuck off your knee.
I would need her. She would have to tell me that. She would have to say, like, I don't think it's our time, or I'm not ready, or blah 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 blah. But if we had this conversation, though, if we already talked about it, and you still tell me no, and we said that we were ready, then like, where does that leave us? If we said that we're ready, and you're still telling me no, and that's all it is, like, what I'm stuck on where we are then.
Jackie.
It's so funny because I actually just saw videos watching something on Steve Harvey.
Ooh, I thought you were about to say it just happened to me.
No.
I was like, oh, Jackie, we got a lot of conversation now.
Don't put that into the universe. And don't give Keith ideas over here.
A lot of teams going on. Got to get some teams.
Every time he calls me, he has to FaceTime me. I'm like, this is you trying to check up on me. I was like,
that's not R. Kelly.
Home.
That's not R. Kelly. What you doing? Who you
FaceTime is not consensual.
Where you at?
You got to make an appointment, Keith.
You definitely.
So I was watching Steve Harvey the other day. Well, it was on Facebook. And the female had a question for him because apparently she got engaged. And then when it was about to be their wedding, he called off the wedding. And he didn't really give her a reason why. So she was kind of asking, like, what should I do? What does this mean? And does this mean our relationship is over? So after he asked her a few questions, you know, he kind of came to the assumption that, so women have a biological clock. Mm-hmm. So we start thinking of like marriage earlier, families, because we have to have kids in our minds a certain time in age, because you know, after a certain time it's harder for us to have kids, or it's gonna cause some type of like medical complications. And so for women, we have a family clock, whatever. But for men, you guys have a financial clock.
Mm-hmm.
So for men, that's what he was saying, that for men, you guys need to feel stable enough to prepare to bring in and have for your family, a house, be able to provide for them, your wife, your kids. So you have that pressure. So he was saying, and I think at the time he was 28. They were like 27, 28. She's like, my age, if you would have asked me if I was ready to get married at 28, I would have said no. This is what Steve Harvey was saying. He's like, nowhere was my mind, wallet. I was homeless. You know, like this was his story that he was sharing. And so it kind of made sense. It doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is over. You just have to communicate with your partner and find out exactly the reasons why you're not ready to take that next level. And for that couple, it sounded like financial. Like he was not happy with his job. He did not have his career set, you know. So you have to figure out your partner. And if you love your partner, you will understand their reasoning. Right. But like what you were saying is like, if you guys both talked about it and you both said, yeah, we're ready, and then you guys said no, that's a different story. So that's what you need to communicate with your partner. So I will say no, not necessarily it's not over, but you definitely need to communicate and find out what the reasoning is.
And that's definitely true, because like men, we do have that financial, like I want to be somewhere by a certain time I propose. Like how much I make now, I don't want to make that when I propose.
You want to be able to provide for your family.
And I want to be able to like have a home. Like I want you to fucking move in, I guess. Yeah. Or, you know, like I want to be able to build shit together. I don't want to keep doing some shit for me when I should be doing something for us with you in my mind.
I also have another question after I read this. Charlie says not necessarily. In that moment, she doesn't feel ready. she's conscious enough to say no in case she regrets saying yes later. But also, when you said that the piece about being able to move in and support, do y'all believe in living together before y'all get married?
I only want to do that if we're engaged.
You only want to do it if you're engaged? I think it should happen before then.
I do too. My mom told me that's when you get to see a
Well, how
person's
early,
true
though?
Yes.
colors.
Like, how early is this?
I think 1.5, 2 years in.
2 at the max for me.
2 at the minimum for me. I like my space a lot, and I feel like I'm. Well, maybe when I get to that point, but at this age, I need to just keep doing what I'm doing. But at that point, I can't just move you in after a year. I'm so up and down.
Because I need to be able to provide solely for myself before I allow a woman to come move in with me. Because I need to be financially stable for myself first. Like if I'm supposed to be providing everything, well, majority of everything, I want to feel confident that I can provide.
You're still under 30, right?
Chris, you're a good
That's
one
a good
because I ain't
mentality
providing
to
You
have.
everything.
right? That whole provide everything.
But I'm saying, like,
For
if
me,
that,
it's
if that's
50,
that's what it's supposed to be.
For you,
It's
I
50
so I
and
support
50.
you.
So if that's what it's supposed to be, I'm saying, like, I want to be confident in, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do this. I can do that. With you coming into my space.
Yeah, granted, I do want to be able to provide for whoever I marry, but I don't want me to take all the responsibility.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if she comes in and says, "Oh, babe, I got it this month" or whatever, that's cool. But I still want to be in my mind like, "Oh, this
Able
is my
to do
house.
it.
Like, I can do it."
I want to do 50-50 because this is what I've learned from these
In a marriage,
separations.
in a marriage,
In a marriage. Because this is why this spousal support
mean
and all
like
this
mortgage
other
and
shit.
all that?
Yeah, this is why this spousal support and all this other shit is out of control. Because niggas be like, I'm gonna provide for you, I'm gonna take care of you, and then they get used to this lifestyle. Now it's over, and now you got to pay $37,000 a month in spousal support because you supported this bitch and ain't got no job.
but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying supporting as if
I didn't mean
like,
to call her a bitch. That sounds
Right,
real bitter.
yeah. What's
You know,
going on over there?
I would.
Ooh,
Yeah, if she don't deserve it.
It's the champagne. We're
it's
gonna
the
blame
mimosa.
champagne.
My bad.
Taking a page out of my book.
But
Everybody gets
you
spouse
weren't-
support out there.
Oh, my bad.
But I know you weren't like speaking. You was just speaking in general.
Yeah, in general.
But I'm not saying that like I need to. I'm not saying that I need to do all of this for that particular person. I'm just saying like I need to do it for myself.
Yeah,
Before
That's
the
how you
person
wanna
moves in.
feel.
Yeah.
I understand.
And that's
that.
fair.
But
Now, I'm not
that's
saying-
enabling.
But I'm not
It's
saying when
enabling.
she moves in, everything is on me because it is some shit that a wife should pay for. Example, groceries or something like that. If I'm paying the mortgage, bills, or whatever, excuse me, I do feel like there is something that she needs to take care of. She's not just gonna live here rent free.
Or you could just meet me halfway and pay some of this damn mortgage.
Hello.
If she wanted to do that, that's fine.
Yeah,
Hello.
because I
Hello.
feel
Are
like
you running the water?
we could.
Are you running the
We
gas?
take a bill.
and the
You,
heat?
you got cable. I got this.
But
You
you
got
watching
that.
your-
That's
Monday
good.
night
If
shows?
she wants to do that, that's fine.
Because in order to have a relationship that I feel like everyone feels a part of like fully a part of, you can't have it be like, I'm gonna cover the mass amount. The minimum that you can do is the groceries, because automatically it's like, I got this. You just do what you can, and automatically the levels aren't equal. You aren't coming into this 100.
This is what.
It's truly
but,
50,
right, right.
but this is also my thing. In life, things change and switch. So, like, what if at this point you're not able to provide for everything that you used to be able to provide for it? That you're not able to take care of all these things.
Then that's when your partner should be like, I have it. I
But
got it too. 'Cause
but
a
if it's
marriage
not
is
already a
partnership.
norm, how does she begin?
In mine,
to,
it is a norm. I mean,
So-
even though you're not married, but I'm saying like it is a norm as far as like if she want to pay for something, she can.
What if she has the better paying job?
If she does have a better paying job?
Yeah, what if she?
That's something
what
you
if
got to
she's
talk
getting-
about.
No, but I'm just unpacking this. So like, if you're providing, but she already has the better paying job, and now you're being the more provider, the one that provide the most for everything. How is that going to change what you put in a month, or like is that going to still be like you're going to take the blunt of everything? Like how does that
I would
work?
have to be in that situation for me to.
So
know.
you're already thinking that your wife's going to make less than you?
No, I'm in my mind. I'm thinking that I'm going to be set, and when whoever decides, whoever I'm marrying, and they come into my life, they're bringing their own percentage of however much they make too. And I'm thinking as if like this is my house. I'm living for myself, and then whenever that marriage comes along, we're partnering. It
So she
together.
has to move in with you.
Or I can move. It don't. Whoever has a house first. If I'm still renting, then why would you come and move in with me? If she has a house, why would I not come and move in with you? And you own the house.
I think okay.
I'm being devil's advocate.
I think
I know you are, but why would I move into somebody?
because I just feel like
renting?
I just felt like it was
We might
really
as well own
sexist.
something.
it was super sexist.
I just feel like it was really sexist.
Okay, well, I didn't mean for it to come off.
And
like
I figured that you didn't, but most men feel like in order for them to be a man, they need to do the bulk of the work. And
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
but that's the way it comes across most.
Well,
Even
yeah,
even
I
your
apologize for
presentation.
that.
I was just being an ass right
That's
there.
not how I meant
It was
for
real
at
though,
all.
but it
It
was
was
real.
like, what? Hold on, Chris. I know you don't really feel that way,
No,
but
that's
Jesus
not. Okay,
Christ.
well, that's not how I meant to come off.
Okay.
Y'all know what I meant.
Yeah, I know
Because
what
y'all
you
know
meant.
I'm not like that.
Because we know
That's why.
you.
That's why I asked the follow up questions. That's why I asked those follow up questions.
But
like,
just for guys in general, or anybody, but just guys in general in gender conforming relationships, you don't have to do everything to be the man.
Yeah.
You being a man is you showing love, you being there when necessary. If she or he is having a hard time, you're still present. Like it doesn't have
Support
to be
all that shit.
right. It doesn't have to be my finances are the umbrella that keeps us afloat. Because the minute that is compromised, dynamics change. Shit gets a little uglier, and the relationship may fizzle a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, do it because if it's for your stability, then it's for your stability. But don't do it like I'm Captain Save a Hoe.
No.
This is my
Ooh,
family
about to
that
change
you are now a
uniquely
part of.
speaking.
Ooh, yeah.
What is a provider? What is a provider? Because so many times in our, especially the African American community, in the brown people community, we think the provider is somebody that can put the food on the table,
and that's
somebody
it.
that
And
is
it's a
paying
lot
the
more than
bills.
that, yeah.
But where are they emotionally? Where's the emotional support? Where's the pat on the back? Where's the I love you? Where's the hugs? Those things are also needed in a successful home to be a full provider for a family. Let's stop thinking
'Cause it don't
just
got shit to do with
monetary.
finances,
It's
yeah.
about love. Like if you can't provide that, then your whole home is just gonna crumble.
Mm-hmm.
I can have an amazing ass house, but if I'm not loving my kids, what the fuck
Well,
am I
say-
doing?
okay, well, so just to play devil's advocate,
Go ahead.
then why are majority of divorces due to finances?
Because niggas and bitches is marrying for looks.
What that got to do with finances?
Wait, say it one more.
You mean for money?
I need a
No,
minute
for
for
looks.
that.
Regardless of what I was gonna say.
Marrying for looks.
You don't give a fuck what I asked. He was gonna say that.
They marrying for looks.
No, but like so like what do you say about that? Because that is the number one cause of divorce is, finances.
Because I think people don't go with a financial plan. And then that's the same thing, the idea of a provider. If this man can't pay for, or this woman can't pay for the rent and the bills and things like that I thought they could handle, maybe we're living out our means. Not that he can't pay for it. Maybe I need to sit down and stop spending. Like if just like in the scenario, if I was married and I was paying the rent and the gas and the electric and flying you out and shopping sprees, and then I lose my job, and you don't have a job, or you never put anything up because I was providing for it, of course we're gonna get divorced over finances because I can't continue to provide. So now you got to find another provider,
And now you get mad at me like it's my fault.
and now I got to pay alimony.
I think
Because that's fucked up.
No,
Hey, I was
That's
saying,
fucked up.
I was a baby mama is better than an ex-wife. I would say it until I die.
A baby mama's better
It's
than
better than
ex-wife.
ex-wife.
Why
I'd
you
rather
said
pay
that?
for my
Well,
child than you.
also one. There you go.
What did you say?
One, and also, by the way, anybody listening out there planning on getting married, if you have retirement situation set that up before you get married. Because if you divorce that person, no matter how long y'all been divorced for, no matter how long y'all was married for, that person is going to be entitled to your retirement, even if they get remarried, no matter what.
Shut your front door mouth.
Swear to God. So let's
Like
say,
your 401k?
yeah, your retirement,
Wow.
whatever you have in retirement. So let's say if you marry somebody for 5 years, and then y'all been divorced, and 30 years later you retire, that person still gets a lifetime check from that for as long as your retirement.
wow.
Wow.
Yep. So hey, like I said, child support stop at 18. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave that there.
I'm adopting that 17.
See, that's what I don't know. That's why like
Just in case
for
this
me
shit
the
don't
only
work
way I'm
out.
getting divorced is if she cheat. That's the only. If we mad at each other, you can go sleep on the couch, or I can go sleep.
So
on
that's
the
your
couch.
no go.
Cheating is the only way I'm getting.
I like that the
divorced.
couch was equal. She could go sleep on the couch,
or I can.
Yeah, well, you led with her.
But oh my god,
She could go
Once
sleep on the
again,
couch.
Chris, you're very sexist.
y'all know what the fuck I mean. By anybody can go sleep on the couch is what I meant. So
'Cause Chris,
that's
that's
the
your house.
that's the only like downfall for me. Like if someone cheats, then it's over. I'm sorry, not someone, but
if they cheat one time, then it's over.
it's done.
Chris is
One
done.
time.
Chris,
It's
no,
done.
Chris does not believe
I
in
does not-
accidental
Chris
cheating.
is done.
Really?
I don't tolerate you.
We've had this conversation.
Chris
Chris
is
does
done.
not believe in
Done.
accidental
That's
No,
cheating.
that's it.
relationship killer.
Emotionally, physically, all that it's done.
If a girl cheats on Chris and calls us and be like, "Girl, pack your shit. It's over."
Yeah.
So I ain't got shit to say.
What
to
if she's what if she's just flirting with another guy?
It's
It's over.
what flirting
Yeah,
that leads to
just flirting.
cheating. That
No,
flirting
no,
is
no,
cheating.
But
No,
Flirting isn't a
some people.
That's
Some,
not.
some people have just a flirtatious behavior.
Define what you
Personality.
mean. Like, give me an example.
Okay. Like Danielle, I've told her, like she's very, when she talks to people, she touches whether she meets him or not. You know, I mean, whether it's the first time meeting them or not, that's how she is. Some people may see that as I see this flirtatious, but I also know that's just part of her regular behavior. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if somebody is flirtatious or whatever, or just like the attention, you know what I mean?
But I don't think that's flirtatious though.
No, because I'm the same way.
'Cause you do the same
I'm
shit.
touchy feely. I'm all in your face. I'm all and I. some
'Cause you're
people-
that type of
yeah.
a
Some
person.
people perceive it as me being a flirt,
Yeah.
but some people that aren't may think that
They
I'm
may
trying to
claim
give it.
me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you just being you.
So I think it's a thin line. But I don't know.
It
I think-
depends for me.
I do believe that people fuck up with cheating. I don't condone cheating.
Cheating is not a fuck
But
up.
I do think that shit does sometimes happen. So you get one pass, but
No,
after that,
one
God bless
fucking-
you. God
no,
bless
fuck
you in your
no.
journey.
Fuck no. I dare.
I think
my
you
wife
get
to
one
cheat on
pass.
me. I dare my wife to cheat on me.
But it's also depending on who you cheat on me with.
What the fuck does that matter for?
Oh, that matters a lot.
That-
Why does that matter?
you're
That
right.
matters.
matters
a
a
lot.
lot.
That
Why
matters
does
a
it
lot.
matter?
That
If
can't
you
be
cheat, you
nobody.
cheat.
It's
One
nobody
night
in my
stand in
inner
Vegas,
circle.
you may get a pass.
Yeah.
But-
Excuse me?
But your coworker that you got to see.
That
on
means
a
you
consistent-
plotted.
Yeah, like
You plot regardless of cheating.
No.
Cheating is thought about. It's
No.
premeditated.
No, it's
not true.
How is it not?
This is the third person telling you this. Does anybody else agree that cheating is not always premeditated?
How is it
I
not thought
agree.
about before you do it? How?
Because I've cheated many times and I didn't plan on it that night.
So you
Okay.
did you put yourself
Okay.
did you put yourself
Talk
in
about
that
it, Keith.
situation?
Talk about
Keith,
it.
but you put yourself in that situation to cheat.
Sometimes
No,
you
I
don't.
didn't. Look.
Cheating
Sometimes
don't
you
just
don't.
happen.
Look.
Your dick did not
No,
just
no,
happen to fall in her.
Oh, sometimes it does.
that it doesn't
Pre-
happen that way.
No.
Child the
You're
wall.
saying like premeditated, like ooh tonight.
No,
I'm gonna cheat.
premeditated as
Loose
if
ass
like
pussy, my dick just
so
falling
tell
in.
me the time that you cheated. The time. Tell me about the time that you cheated.
It was thrown at me in the situation like right now.
That's premeditated, kind of.
Huh? Who for who?
You could stop it. You could go home.
It's already happened, Chris.
That-
No,
yeah, once-
before it
look,
happens, you can leave.
Look. We all have
Let me
done
just
our
finish the
process.
cup.
And
If you fuck
and
up, you
also-
might fuck up all the way. That's just my philosophy.
Chris,
Oh no,
Keith,
It
this
is,
is why
it is.
we were born the same day. You literally, I was just about to say, if it's already there, I'm just gonna go all the way.
You already
What?
fucked up.
I've already fucked up.
Already
I
got
might as
little-
well do
already
the
got
deed.
little head.
that's the
Might
most
as well
fucked
do the
up
deed.
part about it. If it's already there,
halfway
I'm gonna
there.
just go ahead and do it.
I'm
That's
halfway
fucked
there.
up.
If I'm already pre-cheating, just go ahead.
What
What do
she-
you mean? Just go ahead. You
What
just
she just kiss
you
the
just
guy?
jeopardize. You just jeopardize your
What about
family.
kissing?
That's cheating.
Already did. I kissed.
It's over
I
a
did.
kiss?
What the fuck? That's cheating.
I might as well get some head.
Like now you're doing
Now I might
shit.
as well get
No,
some butt.
doing shit that you're doing with me and doing it with another motherfucker.
Chris, your sex better be fucking immaculate. Your sex better be so fucking.
What does?
A.
Why does that matter?
because if you gonna keep her,
And the only way you gonna keep her is if you are. You better cut every fucking corner. Every
Okay.
fucking. She can't kiss nobody and she's out the door.
No, she can't.
You better put it the fuck
What
down.
if it's like Chris Brown, who you know?
Because anytime you
What?
slip,
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't.
this is the thing.
Oh yeah, what
Yeah.
if there's another woman in Vegas?
That's why. How? Why?
That's definitely okay.
Why is that okay? Why is that okay?
Is that cheating for you?
Did she kiss me?
Did she kiss another
Did
woman?
she step out of our
Another
relationship?
woman.
Did she step on our relationship?
I guess so. In your eyes.
In front of me? Why? And she did it in front of me? Now you don't give a fuck. Now you don't give a fuck. And you just did it in front of me?
Now it's part
She
of
was
her.
drunk, man.
Now it's part of her.
She was. That's the excuse?
Yes.
what type of kiss?
I don't give a fuck what kind of kiss it is. Oh, so you doing this shit that you do with me?
And just kiss.
Doing this shit that you do with me and you kiss another woman?
Yes.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I don't think that's cheating.
Ah.
I don't think that's cheating.
I'm flying back home. You got to catch
I
your
don't
own
think
flight.
that's cheating.
I'll pack your shit up myself.
What if she brought the girl home with you? That's what he said. Like, what if it's...
I'm good on.
Chris
in
doesn't
a
care.
marriage. I'm good on threesomes.
This is the thing. That's what I'm saying. You need to fulfill everything because
In that case, then I'm done.
For what?
You got it, player.
you don't want no threesomes. No,
In
she can't.
a
kiss
marriage, I don't think that's fair to have a
Jackie,
threesome.
can you refill this cup?
That's just me.
No,
That's just me.
No, Chris, I do agree.
That's
In a
just
marriage,
me.
I can't do a threesome
That's just
because
me.
I'm jealous.
Just champagne for you.
And if
Yeah.
you moan too much,
Because Chris is stressing me out.
you enjoying this a little bit too much,
Thank-
I'm sorry.
That's just me.
Y'all can have this.
Thank you, Jack. Chris, you ain't even letting it get there. You're not
That's
even
just
letting
me.
it get
Huh?
there.
You talking about with another guy,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's a train. We talking about a threesome.
Not
That's
a-
two women and you.
No, it's gonna be a guy regardless. You don't listen to the show. It's gonna be 3 guys up in there, but ain't a woman up in that one. That's a whole different story.
Oh, but here's a question for you: if you're in a relationship and then your counterpart kisses a woman,
Oh, I don't
Oh
care.
yeah.
okay, what about have sex with a woman?
I would care.
For what?
Okay.
What are you doing?
I mean, I don't know.
So
I
why
was
is it
drunk.
different? I just said the same
He
shit.
did say the same
When
shit.
you
Why is
operate,
it
how the
different?
fuck you operate. But now I'm gonna set it
Now
off.
it's different.
Wait,
What the fuck?
I don't care if you get another
try-
woman.
Eric say, what did you say?
I
The
said-
total opposite of what I said.
Did I?
The total opposite.
Did I contradict myself?
Yes.
Then I fucking mean it. I will go the fuck off.
What?
They're trying to embarrass me.
What?
The kissing.
Keith. Keith.
No.
Keith. Huh?
This okay. You
So hold on, wait. So my shit better be 8 to fuck 1, but it's okay if
no.
What?
You cut a lot of fun out of that relationship. You cut a lot. I didn't say
Fun?
No I didn't say no to threesomes. You can kiss who you want. You're fucking a woman for what? What are we doing? What are we doing? Because I damn sure can't do what you just did. So what are we doing? I need to know why you're doing this so we can move forward. Because that's a whole other. No, it's not.
I literally just said the same shit you
This,
just said.
as crazy as it is for me, I would understand more if it was another man than another woman. Because I'm just like, why? Like, for
So you
what?
can never date somebody who is bi.
I could. I could.
I have. I don't know.
Okay.
I could.
That's
talk
what.
about
That's
it.
what. That's what it is.
Let's talk about
you
it.
can't
I
date
could.
somebody who's bi.
I
You just
could.
have to be gay, and that's it.
That's very. Oh,
I could.
He's stuck.
I am.
I could
really
because
am.
all this
shit you don't
smacking
think
on this
about when
mic, that's
I
from
didn't-
me and you. But I think
I don't
because I
know.
believe that sexuality is on a spectrum. I don't think that people should be like pinpointed to one thing because things change. But
Things change.
yeah, things change. Like one day, right now, I like niggas, but tomorrow I may be like, you know what? Like I told
Kelvin,
y'all,
listen
I
to
told
you.
y'all last week I'm
Listen
straight.
to you.
I told you I'm getting a
But
But
girlfriend.
you're not though.
No,
That's-
you're
Oh,
what-
Jackie, I'm getting a girlfriend
This
this year.
nigga came in my. This nigga texted
Channing
me.
Tatum?
Jackie. This nigga texted me when they're like, Chris, I'm straight now. Kelvin, what? It don't work like that. That's not how it works.
Everybody's mad as shit.
Everybody-
What the fuck you mean?
And
Right, what the fuck?
I texted this nigga like, shut the fuck up. Texting me like this. Like what?
Sexuality
No,
is
you're
on
not.
the spectrum.
I'm talking about I'm gonna get a girlfriend in 2019. Shut.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. She's gonna be bad.
Who is she? What's her name?
I don't know yet, but she's gonna be
I don't
bad.
understand.
Somebody got you straight over here. What's
Yeah.
her name?
I don't know. I ain't met her yet.
So then, what made you say that?
It's gonna be real interesting once it gets to that point.
No, she'd probably
No,
bi.
because I need like a girl. I need like a girly.
Girly
No,
girl.
it can still be a girly girl.
We can go shopping.
I
and
think
shit.
it's just I think for me, what it is that okay, maybe it's the presentation. Like I don't know. I've never dealt with this, but like
Why is it different for you though?
I'm not saying if I said that I contradicted myself, then I contradicted myself because I didn't think about this.
So are you on my side now?
Yours doesn't sound fun though. Like you're saying you can't have no threesomes, no nothing. I'm down for all of this shit. It's just when you bring if you bring a girl in, it's just like, is this something that you want to like? Am I not? How can I? Because now it's
That's
just,
the same thought I'ma have.
but it's a guy. It's just your dick probably just not.
If that's the case, and she steps out like, and of course to myself I'm gonna think like, damn, like, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I not fucking her? Of course I'm gonna think that. So
But then you can switch it up because you're still a guy. But for this girl, it's like I cannot compete with a girl.
but I couldn't compete if she cheats with another man.
huh?
I couldn't compete if she cheats with another man.
Yes, you can.
How? Why'd you cheat on me if I
see
can compete?
that.
I
But
see
why'd you
your
cheat on
point.
me?
I see your point, and I see your point.
Like, why'd you cheat?
What Chris is saying is that he should be able to be everything that woman
need
needs
and more.
nothing less. What you're saying, if he is bisexual, then he still has the urge for females. So there's maybe a yearning for something
a marriage,
that
Rob,
you
that I
cannot,
cannot provide.
you cannot provide, like a child, like
Right.
yeah, things like that. So I do understand both points. I get where both you guys are coming from, but I also understand that it is 12:07 and
Oh shit!
it's 12:04, and
Whoa!
that is our show today, guys.
Oh my god!
I think that we had an amazing ass show. Happy birthday to Eric.
Hey!
Eric will be 25, a quarter century, child. Next
Yes.
time we see each other.
I'm so excited.
Oh, Keith got something to say. Now.
I do got something to say.
Let the oracle speak.
Come on, man. Let me say a little something. First of all, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, y'all. Thanks for getting right.
Happy birthday. And I do want to say, I forgot we talked about last. I forgot to bring my computer, but y'all numbers did go up. And I just want to say that y'all hit a little under, almost actually could be right there, but last time I checked, it was right around 200 unique accounts that went ahead and listened to the Get Right. So that's amazing because here we only count individual accounts. We don't count plays because that's not a real number as you see on Google and iTunes.
And the Billboard
those
charts.
numbers are
Let's
not
talk
real.
About it.
It's not real. So, anyways, 200 unique counts. That's amazing, man. So, congratulations on that.
Thank you to the
That's
listeners.
progress.
Right.
Yeah. Congratulations on that, on the progress. Also, I brought y'all something. Not only just for his birthday, but I figure, you know what I'm saying, it's also an opportunity to celebrate just with y'all in general. So, got y'all some good new shirts.
Hey!
Now, what I'm gonna need y'all. Well, let me just go by individuals. I'm gonna need you to wear it because I know you got so many clothes you don't wear, nigga. This is not gonna be one of the ones you don't wear. So
I'm gonna wear it
Yeah, you better
tomorrow.
wear this shit.
I'm gonna take pictures in it.
All right, my man. Cool. I need you to do that. So I got a shirt for you. You need to wear it. Eric, I don't have a crop top.
Okay.
But, however, I do have a shirt here, and if you want to cut one, I got different sizes. You can see which one works for you. I got men's, I got unisex, and I got lady sizes. So
Ooh.
whatever one that works for you,
Yes.
and your crop top
Oh, you
style.
don't have a crop
Hey,
top.
Keith.
I don't have a crop top, but
Hey,
I.
Keith, if
I'm
they're
looking
not a
out for it.
part of the Get Right radio show and they want one of these T-shirts, how can they get them?
You can just go online. You can actually go to Good News Instagram right now. Hit the link right there. It sends you straight to the product page, and you can order your stuff right there online and ship to you if you want to ship. It'll ship right to you. We got it all set. So
That was the
right there.
goodnewsradiostation.com.
The
The Good News Radio Station.
the goodnewsradiostation.com/products to go to the products page, and you'll see everything there. So yeah, man, I got some shirts for y'all. So I
Thank
hope y'all
you,
enjoy.
Keith.
I hope y'all got the right size. I think I was trying to figure
Did
it
you
out.
get him a large?
I got him a large.
Thank
That's not my size.
See, and I wasn't.
Chris believes
You
that's
wear
the
a
size
fucking
shirt
large.
I
You
wear.
don't
He
wear a
looks like
small.
a large.
He does not wear a small.
I wear a medium.
Half
He
your
looks
clothes
like
are
a medium.
smalls.
I'm a medium.
Have my
as well.
clothes wear smalls because
Are
I was
smalls and
smaller.
mediums.
I got
Now
you
that
extra
I'm
large.
beastie.
That's what I wear.
All right, see,
Thank you.
Now that I'm
Thank
beastie up in these
Wait,
streets.
so what did I get?
a medium.
Okay.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can cut that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
easy. That's like a low crop.
Yeah.
And these are actually I got some like
Are they
some,
terry cloth? They look high
No.
quality.
I got some really good quality, and they actually like are really like snug. They're kind of like
okay.
Euro
Well, good
fit.
then.
So
Those are the best type of shirts.
yeah, they fit around. It ain't them loose sleeves. I hate them. So anyways, this is a large, man.
I'll take this.
All right,
Thank you.
Don't-
try it on. If you don't want it, we'll go outside.
No,
We'll try to find another one.
Keith. Let him keep a large. That's what the fuck he wears.
He's
No,
tall,
no,
though.
No, let him
Big
wear
for
that.
you.
This
Let
dude
him
like
wear that.
6'8".
Thank you,
Too
Jackie.
big for you.
No, it's not.
Yes, look at it.
Look at that.
He wears tight ass
I'm
clothes.
not
He does
that
not
wide.
wear his size.
And that's what he likes.
They
Thank
run a
you.
little
Wear
small.
that.
Jackie.
Wear
Just
that.
try it
It
on
runs
before you
small.
leave.
Keith
I
just
will.
said
If it
it.
don't
He has a
work, I
small
get you
frame.
another one.
I just need a
Anyways,
medium. I just need a medium.
all right. Anyways,
Keep the
congratulations
large.
to y'all.
Thank you.
And you know what I'm saying, it's been successful, and I'm just happy to be here and enjoy this moment with y'all. So
Well, thank you.
happy birthday, niggas.
We
Thank you guys
appreciate
so
you.
much.
We
Thank
appreciate you, Keith.
Yeah.
Keep rocking.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to the
Where we
Get
now
Right.
or no?
You know where you can catch me on social media at the world according to Eric. And
Damn.
bitch. Damn.
Nigga, can he finish?
I had to make sure it was there. My bad.
It's all good. Twitter and Facebook at Eric Devante. And every Sunday, catch me here from 10 to 12 p.m.
What are you doing?
I thought I was gonna reset it, but it didn't.
It's not. You just got to take it for what it is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not giving you any more champagne.
Please don't. Nigga, it's on you. I
Oh,
close it. I
shit.
close it.
Hey guys, once again, you can always catch me, Kelvinology, or Kelvin Unique, at Kelvinology. That's KLVINOLOGY on the Instagram. Hopefully I'm not hungover from this because the 14th starts Monday.
Yes.
So go ahead and catch it. Oh, jeez.
Oh my
Catch
I hope
up
niggas
on
got
the
right.
news.
Yeah, close the show.
No, Chris, go.
You can catch me on Twitter and Instagram at CCCAW. And as always, guys, hope y'all got right.
That's right. Get right or get left.
Bitch, you better get right.